Hey, can you hear me, brother?
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yep. Yeah, hey. Turn the TV down there.
Huh?
So turn the TV down.
All right, we good to go?
Yep. Good to go. Let's get started.
Yeah.
30 seconds. Yes, indeed. You're damn right. Have a good time today. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to the Most High Yahweh and unforgotten Son Yahweh Shai, the world called Jesus Christ. This is another episode of Saucy Discourse. This is episode 21. Man, we getting up there on the episode. I'm your boy Jeff.
And I'm your boy Marcus.
What's going on, bro? How you feeling today, man?
I'm good. I'm feeling good, man. Feeling good. Life is good. Just blessed to wake up every single day. We on episode 21. So we getting up there, baby. We getting up there. It's been a good
Yes,
week.
baby.
Yeah. How you been, brother? How you been?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Fresh out of work, man. Had a rush here. That damn MTA never let you down.
Never let you down,
But I
brother.
made just some
Never let you down.
time. That never let
Mm-hmm.
you down. But I made it here in time to actually hit that record button, go live. So we're live here on YouTube. We're live on our
Yes,
Facebook
sir.
page. Don't forget to subscribe to all the streaming platforms we're on. Don't forget to hit that notification button to notify yourself when we drop new
Mm-hmm.
episodes. Okay? Man, we got a lot to get into today, man. Um, there's a lot of news going on.
Yeah, where do we
But
start?
before we get to the, I know. You just want to just start with Aaron Rodgers.
Uh, that seems like the best place to start. You
Yeah.
know,
How do you feel about
unfortunately,
the COVID situation?
I mean, well, let's. For some people who have been living under the rock the last week or been so busy that they have time to figure out what's going on in the sports world, Aaron Rodgers has unfortunately tested positive for COVID-19, and unfortunately, what makes it even worse is the man was thought to be he was immunized, whatever the word may be, but he was actually unvaccinated. So now he's out possibly not for this Sunday against the first time ever matchup between Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes. But now there's a possibility he may not play the following week. So my thoughts on that is it's I don't want to say it's similar to the Kyrie Irving situation, but we thought that Aaron Rodgers was vaccinated, and it turns out that he clearly completely wasn't. I guess he lied to the media, or he said he was good to go, but it was, turns out he wasn't. We just send out, first of all, we send our wishes out to Aaron Rodgers. Hope he gets better. You know what I'm saying? Hope the team, Green Bay, gets better.
So up.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Prayers up. Prayers up. You know what I'm saying? Because that's more important right now. His health is the most important thing. Hopefully, God willing, he's gonna beat this damn thing like everyone else has, like I have, and others that I know very well. People have to realize that COVID is no joke, regardless if you're vaccinated or unvaccinated. But this situation is I would say very alarming because obviously last week against the Cardinals, before that you had I believe it was the quarterback's coach, I believe, that tested positive. Then Devontae Adams that tested positive, and they had to hold Alan Lazard out for the same time, even though he was also unvaccinated. But all these things had just added up, and then Rodgers played last Sunday and looked beautiful as he always does. And then now this happens. We was going to get the, as I want to call it, the State Farm game with Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes for the first time ever. First time ever we're going to have the State Farm NFL game. Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, but now we're going to have Patrick Mahomes, and I'm going to take a guess, say possibly Jordan Love will get his first career start. I really don't have much to say about it. It's just a little bit unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? It's a little unfortunate, and I think that this is something that is not going to go away. Unfortunately, and I hope it does very, very soon, because I believe, I'll speak for everybody, that we are tired of this whole COVID thing, and we just, although we are getting back to normalcy, it seems like it doesn't seem to be enough. So all I'll say is, just be safe, get healthy. We need you back on that field to bring Green Bay that possible championship that we think that you could do.
Brother Wilson.
Talk to me, brother.
First of all, I need to take a shot. This is not very good for me personally. I'm gonna take a shot real quick. Toast to Aaron Rodgers, to him getting better. Salute.
Salute. Get the saucy shot in. Saucy shot. There you go. Whew.
Other than that, I am pissed the hell off.
As you should be.
I am pissed the hell off.
As you should be.
You know why I'm pissed the hell off, my brother? Because I have Aaron Rodgers
on your
my fantasy team.
Yeah, I know.
You don't know how it feels to lose Aaron Rodgers on your fantasy team, and now you got to scramble to find other quarterbacks and find one to put on your fantasy team. I mean, it's disgusting. The stress levels just go up. It got high blood pressure go up. Your anxiety is like 1,000%. You don't know who the hell to pick. You don't know to pick Carson Wentz. You don't know you pick Ben Roethlisberger. You want to go with Tua. You don't know how the hell these quarterbacks are going to do this Sunday. And going towards the later in the season of fantasy, I can't afford any more losses.
That's a fact.
Yes, we wish Aaron Rodgers to get well and everything, but you know what? This is your fault, Aaron. This is your fault. You know why it's Aaron Rodgers' fault? Because he want to go out on Halloween and act like he's John Wick. No damn well you're in the middle of a damn season. You got a good record. What, 61? They 6-1, right? 7-1.
7-1.
It's 6-1.
7-1. 7-1.
7-1. And then you want to go out and party with your John Wick outfit on. This is your fault, Aaron Rodgers. You're the reason why we suffer. And Jordan Love, good luck. I mean, good luck with that one. I mean, I just heard today that Devontae Adams has been taken off the COVID list, so he's going to play this Sunday.
Right. That's good. That's good.
But all eyes is on Jordan Love.
Mm-hmm.
And Jordan Love, all this hype around you when you got drafted by the Green Bay Packers, how the Green Bay Packers wanted you so bad without getting a damn pass rusher or a linebacker or somebody in the damn secondary. They wanted you. They already have the great Aaron Rodgers. They want you for the future. This is your time to shut everybody up right now. And let everybody know, hey, if Aaron Rodgers goes down, we're going to be all right.
Mm-hmm.
I doubt it. He's going to have a good game, but I'm pulling for the brother.
I'm pulling for the brother, too, because, I'm not going to say he doesn't have a bad game because, let's be honest, they're playing Kansas City. Based off what I've seen from even last Monday, Kansas City's defense isn't all the way back. All right, so I say he has a shot.
They just picked up somebody.
They just picked up somebody. I forgot who they picked up, but it's Blake Bortles. So, good luck with that too.
No, not Bortles. They picked up a defensive player.
Who was that defensive player? Because I know they picked up Blake Bortles. I guess he's the backup.
Who's the damn Blake Bortles?
My point is that
they pick up a defensive player.
Okay, so all I know.
Who the hell did they pick up? I forgot.
It wasn't Jalen Smith because they just released him.
No, it wasn't Jalen Smith. No, they traded for somebody. Oh, Melvin Ingram for Pittsburgh.
No. He got traded to the Chiefs. Pittsburgh traded Melvin Ingram.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the defensive. No, that's what I'm saying. That's the defensive player the Chiefs picked up. That's a good pickup by the Chiefs.
I thought you were talking about Green Bay. I'm sorry.
No. I'm talking about the Chiefs.
Yeah.
That was a good defensive pickup.
They
needed a pass rusher.
Right. We sat here last week literally talking about how much they needed a pass rusher, and there you go. We also talked about Von Miller needed to be traded, moving on. We also talked about Von Miller being traded. I thought I honestly sat here last week and said, Von Miller needs to be traded, get up out of there. I thought he was going to go to your Tampa Bay Bucks. I possibly thought New Orleans. What I did not see was the Los Angeles Rams. They traded him for a second. Denver basically bought a second round pick, a second, a third, and a sixth, I believe, for Von Miller. And now you got 99 as your in the front, as your edge rusher. 99.
Both of them in the front.
You got Von Miller in the middle, and then you got Jalen Ramsey. I'm sorry, guys. Let me put it better. You got Aaron Donald, Leonard Floyd, Von Miller in your front, and you got Jalen Ramsey in your backfield. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm saying it right here, right now. The Los Angeles Rams are a serious Super Bowl contender, and they are a threat to every team, not just the Packers, not just the Saints, but they are a threat to your Super Bowl.
First of all,
they are a threat.
I knew you were going to say it.
Yeah, I was going to say it.
I knew you were going to say it. They ain't no damn threat to the GOAT. He ain't no threat to the GOAT.
Okay.
No, they are. To be 100, be 100, they are a threat to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I don't like it. I don't like how they're in the same. I don't like how they're in the same conference. I don't like that.
That's all right. But
it all comes down. It all comes down to Stafford. That's the key. And what's his name? What, Sam Stafford? What's his name?
Matt Stafford.
I forgot his name. Matt Stafford. Whatever. Matt Stafford. Sam, whatever his damn name is. It's going to come down to you. It's going to come down to you. How you going to manage the game? Let's say that the Rams and the Buccaneers are the conference championship game, right? It's going to come down to Sam Stafford. Because Tom Brady been there before many times. He's been there before many times, right? Matt Stafford hadn't been there before. So the pressure is on, buddy. The pressure's going to be on you. And then we're going to have our full defense back when the playoffs come. You can book that. Okay, you can book that. Okay, we're going to have our full squad back. And yeah, it's going to be a good defensive game. And it's going to come down to Matt Stafford and what you going to do? What you going to do with the football, bro? What you going to do with it?
I'm not buying that at all.
The GOAT.
I'm not buying that at all.
The GOAT.
You call him all you want. He probably somewhere you can go right now. Scared as hell to him.
Oh, watch him out. Watch him out. Don't disrespect.
This is how you like.
Don't be disrespect. D12. Watch him out.
It just got real. Also, y'all just gonna load up. Y'all just gonna load up on me. So this is what you're
We're gonna have our full squad back when the playoffs start. You can book that.
Are you sure?
Everybody gonna be back. Antonio Brown gonna be back. Everybody's gonna be back. Everybody. Our whole defense secondary gonna be full stack.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure.
Cool. All I want to know.
And plus, we got insurance. We got Richard Sherman has insurance policy.
Sherman's insurance policy now. I'm just saying, y'all ain't got no
insurance. Yeah. That's why we got him.
Oh, just for Cooper Kupp? That's what it is. Just for Cooper Kupp. That's what y'all just got one person for Cooper Kupp. That's not enough.
We got answers for everybody.
Oh, yeah, answers for everybody. We gonna see. We gonna see.
We got answers for everybody. See, Matt Stafford has to give him the ball.
What's important for this is to know that seeding right now in the NFC compared to the AFC is highly important right now because you got Arizona, you got Green Bay, you got Tampa Bay, you got Dallas, you got the Rams. All five of these teams are, you could say they're the best teams in the NFL right now. We haven't even mentioned any teams in the AFC. So the number one seed right now between these five teams absolutely matters. Because remember, the Rams have, I don't remember this. The Rams could be the first team in NFL history, and if I'm wrong, somebody please quote me on this. They could be the first team to host the NFC Championship game and the Super Bowl in SoFi. I don't remember. We had to do some more research on that, but I don't remember a team hosting an NFC Championship game as well as the Super Bowl at the same place at SoFi at the same in literally 2.5, 3 weeks. I don't think it's ever been done, and I'm sitting here right now saying like this is I think the Rams could be that number one seed. They could be like if the Rams have the number one seed and they host the number one seed. I can remember a team that is hosted an NFC Championship game and the Super Bowl in the same building in the same arena.
So it's going to be at Rams Stadium this year?
Yes.
It's going to be in LA?
It's going to be in LA. It's going to be in SoFi.
Saucy memory or something? Saucy memory or something, right? You remember what happened last year?
But they didn't. Tampa Bay hosted a home game because if memory serves me correctly, Tampa Bay had a bye, and then they went to New Orleans, and then they had a home, and then they went to Green Bay. Then they had the home game in the Super Bowl. I'm talking about simply the NFC Championship game. You're right.
Oh, okay.
The NFC Championship game.
So that's I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's NFC Championship game and hosting the NFC Championship game and the Super Bowl at the same time. Not at the same time, but
back-to-back home games.
Yeah, that's like double home games. So the trades that they made puts your team, not just Dallas, it's Arizona, it's Green Bay, puts all the other four teams I just mentioned in serious contention. And it's going to be a problem. Now, obviously, we're only week 9. We still got. What's crazy is that we still have 8 more weeks to go. So obviously, things are fluid and changing week by week. But we know those are the best 5 teams in the NFC. We ain't even got to discuss. We don't have to have a discussion about them. We can talk about the Saints and all the other teams that are kind of like.
I think it's over for the Saints.
Right. You want to put the Saints in? We put the Saints in. We'll talk about them later. But we'll talk about them later.
Watch them out.
So,
tragic. It's tragic. It's tragic.
Whatever.
My man was balling this year, bro. He was balling.
Whatever. Moving on. We also got to talk about. I told you last week that Halloween was a freaky situation. I don't trust
Uh,
Halloween. I don't even like. I don't think. I'm saying it right now. Football games should not be played on Halloween. Football, because always some freaky issue going on. Last week, the New York Jets quarterback Mike White had the highest. A backup quarterback beat the Bengals, who was supposed to be one of the best teams in the AFC North. Got the ass kicked by a backup quarterback through 403 yards. Uh, Dakota Prescott didn't play literally minutes before the Minnesota Vikings and the Cowboys game, and Cooper Rush looked like the second coming of Joe Montana. But the freakiest thing that happened, and I'm saying it for me personally, Derrick Henry broke his freaking foot against the Indianapolis Colts. And I'm saying it because I'm not only a Derrick Henry fan, but just like you, I have this man on my fantasy team. Come on, man. My number one pick in fantasy team. Like now, I'm in the scattering. Now I gotta find a way to get back to get a new running back, and it's just like, come on, man, this is unfortunate. Now it's a big time shame that an MVP candidate is gone for the season, and I think this shoots Tennessee. They could probably win the AFC South, but in terms of Super Bowl contenders, oh, that's dead. You can forget about that.
oh, that's a wrap. That's a wrap.
Oh, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. You have Julio, A.J. Brown, and Derrick Henry. Tannehill was, one game he's good, one game he's bad.
They did pick up Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, but come on, man. I love AP all day, but
the key component is coaching. The key component is coaching. Mm-hmm. That's getting Julio and Brown open. Mm-hmm. Having a good running, not great, because you don't have that good running schemes. And Ryan Tannehill is the key factor for that, for getting Julio and Brown the ball. Right? You put all your faith and trust in the Ryan Tannehill?
No. And
exactly.
if we put, I say he's a good quarterback. He's not top 10 or even top 15, but he's
no scrub.
Up and down. He's no scrub. I'm not going to say he reminds. If I want to give a comparison, he's like a poor man. He's like a Ryan Fitzpatrick type. One game he's hot, another game he's cold. You know what I'm saying? At times he can be inconsistent. But in terms of AFC, he can still remember the Titans are still won the AFC South. Right. But when you go against the heavyweights, and I'm just talking about AFC, the class of the AFC right now seems to be Buffalo. You give him a chance against Buffalo? Hell no. Do you give him a chance against maybe the Bengals? We'll see. Do you give him a chance against Baltimore? I doubt that. Do you give him a chance maybe Pittsburgh? No. The Chargers, the Raiders, even Kansas City if Patrick Mahomes decided to get his ish together. I don't do that either. So if you don't have 22 in that backfield, you're pretty much done. That's my point about this. So, moving on, as I said, Halloween, football should not be played on Halloween no more. That's my petition. Because there's some freaky things that happened on Halloween last week, and we're going to start off with them damn New York Jets. We thought last week that the Jets, with a backup quarterback, was going to beat the brakes off. Somehow, some way, this backup quarterback, who's currently playing right now tonight on Thursday Night Football against the Indianapolis Colts, beat the Cincinnati Bengals 34-31. Your thoughts, Jeffrey, on this game?
Luck. That's all it is, luck.
Mm-hmm.
And with the New York Jets record, them facing a good team like Cincinnati, I can't believe I'm saying that. They got lucky, man. That's all. I mean, they didn't have an answer for this. I don't know what's his name. White. I forget his first name, but Mr. White.
Mike White. I mean, you can't make it.
Mike White.
Like that. Mike White.
I mean, hey, it was just like you said, it's Halloween. Everything was freaky. A lot, some craziness going on, and this is one of the craziest things that happened.
Mm-hmm.
the Jets got lucky. That's all I got to say about that.
You know what's so disgusting about it? Like, this dude scores. He threw for 403 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, completed 37 out of 45 completions. First of all, that's pretty damn impressive for a backup quarterback. But the most disgusting part, Jets fans already got this dude in the Jets quarterback Hall of Fame. Like, his jersey and his football is in the Jets quarterback Hall of Fame after one damn game. Like, yeah, that's disgusting. Like, that's just utterly.
I mean,
that is utterly
nobody ever
disgusting.
did that. Nobody ever did that before.
No, it has not been done. You know how? No, it has been done. You know the last quarterback to throw over 400 yards as a quarterback, as a Jets quarterback.
I know. No, he's in the Hall of Fame. He's in the Hall of Fame because he's the first quarterback to ever throw over 300 yards in your first game.
No, in your first game, but the last New York Jet to throw over 400 yards. Do you know who that quarterback was?
Oh, Joe Namath?
No, it wasn't Joe Namath.
Vinny Testaverde?
It was Vinny Testaverde. It was Vinny Testaverde. That's how far back we got to go. That's how far back we got to go. We got to go back to the 90s, early 2000s when you had Vinny Testaverde throw over 400 yards, and you got this dude Mike White who threw 400 yards against we thought against a pretty damn good defense in Cincinnati. A pretty damn good defense. And
damn,
I told you there's some freaky issues going on Halloween. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say luck because, I mean, I'm not going to say luck, but, you know,
come on now. It's the Jets we're talking about. It's the Jets we're talking about.
Yeah, but we also talking about the Cincinnati Bengals who had a top 10 defense. So we can't sit around and say luck. You know, did they get lucky?
They never saw this guy in his life. There was no plan for him.
I mean, they had. I mean, I don't really see that's.
They were just making up the shit as they went along. They had no answer for him.
See, I'm not buying that. You know why? Because they had all week for preparation. They knew Zach Wilson was out. They knew that he was injured. They knew he was injured. You know he wasn't going to play a couple of weeks, and they had the whole plan for
it. Going to go look for where there's going to like where the Cincinnati Bengals going to look and do their homework on this guy Mike White. Where?
I mean that's true. That's true.
Games and shit. They had no scheme, no defensive scheme on this guy. They never showed his life.
Right, there's no game tape and nothing like that. No, I understand what you're saying. I do understand, but it's like it's not like he was the only person on that field. He had to throw the ball to receivers and running backs and the defense. So they had some type of game tape, not just on the quarterback. They had game tape on all the people, other players. So if you want to call that luck, I go with that. But
they didn't know what the fuck they was on.
Hey man, if you don't know what you're doing, and you throw 37 out of 45 completions, 403 yards, 3 touchdowns, but also 2 interceptions, you doing something right. You did something right.
It's not like it was a blowout. They won by fucking like 3 points. It would have been like 34-10 or some shit. I was like, okay. But they won by a damn field goal.
I mean, a win is a win. You see, you call this one luck. I call the win they had against Tennessee a couple weeks ago. That one to me was luck because he had the kickers missing field goals for Tennessee. I call that game luck. This seems a little bit more different. Now, I'm not sitting here riding on the Mike White train, but it's like, okay, he got to win. He did what he was supposed to do. And he's doing now, I don't want the part that confuses me. And now you got this controversy. Oh, is Mike White going to be the guy when Zach Wilson comes back? Is Zach Wilson going to be the guy? No.
Who cares?
Mike White is doing what he won't say that. Not to Jet fans. Jet fans right now are riding.
If I'm a Jet fan, who the hell cares? You still got a way to go. Who cares who start? Once you start both of them in the same game, like they did with the San Francisco 49ers.
Are you talking
start both of them?
You talking about a 2-quarterback system? Is that what you're talking about now?
Exactly. And they ain't going nowhere. Who
All
cares?
right. Yeah, maybe. All right, let's move on. The team that the Jets are currently playing tonight, the Indianapolis Colts, they went down 34-31 against the Tennessee Titans. Unfortunately, as we just spoke about, Derrick Henry broke his foot. He's out for the season. That is
Mm-hmm.
unfortunate for me because, like I said, he's on my fantasy team. Your thoughts on this game, sir?
Poor decisions by Carson Wentz.
Horrible.
Horrible decisions, especially that
Horrible.
last interception, throwing it with
Oh
your
my god.
offhand. I mean, come on, man. I mean, come on,
Blue
man. You know
Rush.
better than that.
He thought he was Patrick
Just
Mahomes.
take,
I'm telling you.
just take the sack, bro. Just take a sack.
Yeah,
You
man,
get
just take
3 points.
the
It's an end zone. You get 3 points, 2 points, whatever it is, and then you still could, the next series you could probably win the game, but just
right.
just throwing the ball up in the air like you Patrick Mahomes or Aaron Rodgers like that. You ain't skilled like that, and you
And
cost your
this is
team
a
the game.
little, and this is a little bit of Carson one. I mean, Patrick Mahomes' fault too, because now since he started doing this side-on thing with the ball, now everybody want to do it. Now all the quarterbacks want to do it. And you saw Carson Wentz try to do the same thing, but then he gets hit. Like,
You don't have
dude,
the
first of
skill to
all,
do that.
like you ain't have to. You're not Patrick Mahomes. You don't have the skill to do it. Stick to what you do. If you're gonna throw the ball the correct way. Stop doing the sidearms. Stop doing the chickeration and flipping the ball up in the air. Because that's easy ask for an easy turnover. And the last play you did, you should have just taken the safety. You should have just taken the safety. Then you had
Exactly.
two
Should
bad
have taken it.
right. The first interception was bad, but the second one, as you just said, that was horrible. I don't know. There are some times you be like, who do you see? What did you see? I understand you got hit, but bro, just take the sack and move on to the next play, or take the safety at least. Just take that.
Facts.
I'm moving on. The Philadelphia Eagles just, Lord have mercy, just beat the brakes off the Detroit Lions, 44-6. I'm going to start this one off because it is going to. I actually thought the
Go
Detroit
ahead.
Lions were
I
going to
just got
beat
one.
Philly.
I got nothing to say
I
about
mean,
that.
I'm not right. I tried my best. I gave my love to Detroit. I tried to give them a couple of chances. They
2 weeks in a
let me
row, you did
down.
that.
I
You
absolutely
picked the
did.
Detroit Lions 2 weeks in a row to win their first game.
I did. I did. I did. I don't think it's gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. You know how the game was so bad. This game was so out of control that Fox was showing the game. The game got so out of hand that Fox, in the middle of a Sunday afternoon, switched on national TV, switched the game from the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles, and switched over to a more competitive game for the Bears and the 49ers. That's how bad it got for Detroit. Went on
And
national TV.
they want to lose them viewers. I would have did the
Like,
same thing
damn
on
it,
Fox.
damn it, we I can't watch this crap no more. Damn it, we don't want to show this. We knew this game was over. Like, it's
Facts.
so damn bad that national TV on Fox themselves was like, we can't show this, we can't air this. It switched over to a more competitive game between the Bears and the 49ers. That's how bad it got for Detroit. That was embarrassing. 44 to
Mm-hmm.
6. Nothing more to talk about. I'm not riding with Detroit no more. You go to 0-16. I wash my hands when I'm done. Moving on. The same 49ers that we just talked about defeated the Chicago Bears 33-22. Your thoughts, sir?
Good 49ers, bad Bears.
On offensive defense.
Um, Offense.
Mm.
I just think that the Bears offense just keeps the the Bears defense on the field so long. They get tired real quick because they can't fucking score. and that's what. And whenever time a team does that, you have a bad offense and a good defense. I mean that defense they can start off very strong, but by halftime, man, they all out of breath and all that. The 49ers came in when they did what they had to do. Jimmy G showed up. and that's it. It was just good 49ers, bad Bears.
I want to say that the 49ers, I'm glad 49ers got this win because it was actually competitive the first half and toward the second half as well until it just got out of control and the Bears defense is not what it used to be. The Bears defense, I understand Khalil Mack wasn't playing. We can care less if Matt Nagy was coaching or not. We're glad he's 100% after his net positive COVID test. But Matt Nagy, everybody knows Matt Nagy is probably the first or second coach that could be fired by the end of this month or probably the end of this year. The offense for the Bears is not consistent, and I'm not even going to blame it on Justin Fields. He has had some bad games already under his belt, but it just seems like there's no continuity with the offense. And when you leave your defense out for a long period of time, these are the things that are going to happen. Moving on, the next game we got to talk about, another ass kicking. The LA Rams went to Houston, beat up Houston Texans 38-22. I'm pretty sure your thoughts ain't really got much to talk about. Your thoughts on this game? Ain't really much to talk about. Houston.
All
Houston.
Rams. All Rams, man. They just shellacked the Houston Texans, man. All Rams. Aaron Donald's oh man,
it's a monster.
Like we just talking about. I'm so anxious to see how Aaron Donald and Von Miller is going to work.
I'm very interested in seeing that too.
Because you can't stop both of them.
Mm-hmm.
You got to stop one of them. So if you stop Aaron Donald, you double triple team Aaron Donald. Von Miller is still going to it's going to be bro. I am so looking forward to this Sunday of the Rams playing. I want to see how Von Miller fits in his defense. Right. All Rams, Texas. Shout out to Deshaun Watson, who anxiously waiting to get the hell out of there.
Yeah, man. I thought Deshaun Watson was going to get traded. Apparently not. Apparently, Houston Texans, the front office wants him to suffer. We still haven't heard anything new about these so-called allegations or these
allegations. Mm-hmm.
Allegations. I still haven't heard anything new or any updates. It's still a bad situation nonetheless, but it just seems like it's going to be one of those days. I don't think we're going to see Deshaun Watson the entire year. Maybe they're going to try to trade him in the offseason. So, they have to do something. Because the more I'm happy to actually it's been reported that Tyrod Taylor's going to come back and he gives the team a little bit of a spark. But, Tyrod Taylor's not Deshaun Watson. Let's keep it nice and simple.
Right.
Moving on, we had the Carolina Panthers finally get a win against the Atlanta Falcons, 19-13. Your thoughts on this game, sir?
Panther. I didn't really pay attention to this game, to be honest with you. I wasn't that damn interested. I did watch the highlights on gameplay. The Panthers and Aaron Donald just did the right thing in the right moments and got that win.
I'll be perfectly honest with you. I did not watch this game either. I was still watching the Jets and Bengals game, and this game was seen. I want to put it in respectful words. It seemed, I won't say boring. It just didn't seem like it was. If you want to call it a defensive battle, it could. My thoughts on Atlanta is you just drafted a top 5 pick in Kyle Pitts. Why the hell are you not using this dude consistently? You took a top 5 pick on a tight end, and all you had to show for him is he only had 3 receptions for 15 yards the entire game. And this is after Calvin Ridley took personal time off, and we hope personally that Calvin Ridley does get better mentally, because I believe he has I think it's safe to say he has some personal and I believe mental health issues going on. But for Atlanta, you got Kyle Pitts. You put this dude anywhere and give this kid the damn ball. It's not hard. I mean, Carolina did what they had to do defensively. Shout out to them. But this game seemed like this was Atlanta's game to win. And I also think it's going toward the point where Atlanta may have to rebuild and not reload, and they're going to have to trade Matt Ryan in the offseason. Because you're wasting you're wasting Matt Ryan's talent. It seems like Atlanta's gonna have to
wasting his talent.
Wasting his talent. Say what you want about the whole. He has been. Okay, go ahead.
Matty Ice been done since his damn Super Bowl.
Exactly. Then that's exactly my point. When I ask you, is Matt Ryan a top 10 cornerback in your opinion?
No.
I would have to disagree with that. I think Matt Ryan
is a top 10 quarterback.
He would be number 10. He'd be number 10. Okay, I said 10 or 11. He'd be 10 or 11. Oh, see. I knew it was coming.
Yeah, the Ice is the top 10 quarterback. Oh, please. Do you have Big Ben in your top 10? Do you have Big Ben in your top 10 right now?
Are we talking about right now?
Yeah, right now.
Yeah, he's here. He's been in the top 10. Why wouldn't I?
All right. I'm going to let you finish. All right.
I'm just saying that as talented as Matt Ryan is, they're wasting his talent. It's time for him. It's time for Atlanta Falcons.
He's too damn old. He has no weapons around him. He has one weapon around him. They don't mean the coach don't use him. Who's the other weapon?
Well,
besides Pitts.
I'm sorry, Cordell Patterson.
Cordell Patterson. Oh, the former Patriot.
If you check Cordell Patterson's fantasy, it's ridiculous because he can line him up as a receiver, as a tight end, and he can line him up as a running back. The man the man can do everything. He's a legit threat.
I can agree with you on that one.
Calvin all threats. And
so why the offensive schemes is not around him and Pitts?
I don't know. That's a question for the coach. That's a question for the coach. Like,
so is it a coaching issue or is Matt Ryan?
I would say right now it's a coaching issue.
I believe it's both, and they both got to go. Matt Ryan? I said both, and they have to go.
I agree with that. So are we saying that Matt Ryan needs to go somewhere else?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. I don't
know where he's gonna go, but wherever he goes, he's not gonna help the team anyway.
I mean, if you put Matt Ryan on a different situation, they would be better. If you put Matt Ryan in Washington, they'll be better. If you put Matt Ryan in New Orleans,
a team with a damn name, he's gonna help.
Okay, so why not? Okay, are you okay with Taylor Heineke? No. Are you okay with Ryan Fitzpatrick? No, you're not.
I'm not okay with all three.
Matt Ryan.
I drafted a quarterback this year if I was the Washington football team with a non-name and have themselves. Go ahead.
Okay. Whatever. Well, that's all I'm saying. Matt Ryan I think he's a top 10 quarterback. I'm not saying he's like I'm not saying he's 7 or 8. I'm saying he's like 9, 10, maybe borderline 11. That's all I'm saying. Mm-hmm. If it make it better, he's top 15. Is that better then?
That's better. Totally better.
There we go. All right.
Moving on.
Jacksonville Jaguars let me down and got shellacked by good Lord.
Geno Smith and the Seattle Seahawks.
Geno Smith, who
the former Giant and Jet.
31 Seattle Seahawks won 31-7. 31-7. Your thoughts? I mean, that's embarrassing, but whatever. Go ahead.
I mean, it's the Jacksonville Jaguars. I mean, I didn't pick them to win this game anyway.
I do.
And I mean, I don't believe in Geno Smith at all, but he showed up for this game, and they got the W. That's all I took from it. I mean,
the Urban Meyer experience is pretty bad right now. Obviously, I don't care if it's your first year, but you have tons of experience. But you just said it's not looking good right now. Not really more to say. Congratulations. And Geno Smith did what he needed to do. And now you're a week away, I believe. I'm not sure if they play this week or have a bye, but Russell Wilson probably will be coming back by week 10. And Seattle still might have a shot at a wild card because obviously contending for the NFC West is it's dead for them. Like you're not being Arizona, you're not being the Rams. Like especially with the moves the Rams made, you're not competing. The best you can do is qualify for that last wild card spot because that last wild card spot is pretty much open. It's pretty much open.
My thing is this: why the Seahawks was not aggressive in the trade deadline?
Who do you think they needed?
They needed somebody in the secondary.
I would think they needed. I would think they would have needed a running back. Because
they needed that for years. Since Marshawn Lynch, they needed that for years.
Right. Exactly my point.
Because Penny he's hurt, injured, and this other guy, Carter.
Penny's always hurt. No, Rashad Penny's always hurt. I know who the other running back name is. He's always hurt. He's actually supposed to be the starting running back. Like he's always both of them are always hurt. Bro, I haven't seen Rashad Penny play more than 2 games since he got drafted back in 2019. That was 3 years ago. Like dude was consistently hurt. You got Alex Collins. He's a so-so, but he's not going to be your full time. And then you got another running back. I don't even know his name, and it's like you don't know who's starting and who is who. You're good with Metcalf.
Could you imagine?
Do you imagine if they had
Kareem Hunt? Can you imagine they had Kareem Hunt on the Seahawks?
With DK,
so you gotta go with somebody like that.
Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go for it, man.
They're gonna get you somebody in the secondary that can stop somebody.
Yeah, I mean, you got
Pete
Metcalf. You got Metcalf. Pete Carroll's I think Pete Carroll's a good coach. He's a good coach, but there's times that
coach and GM.
I think they're gonna like an all season. They got to get a running back. They got to get a consistent running back because you have so many running backs on your roster that can't even stay freaking healthy no more than 1 week. If not, when we have
why not call Marshawn Lynch back? Why not call him back?
I don't think. I really don't think that if he called Marshawn, I don't think Marshawn would pick up that phone. Marshawn is one of those dudes that after what happened in the Super Bowl a couple years ago, you think Marshawn is still being brought up today. So you know he's not over it. That you're at a 4th and 1 in the Super Bowl.
I mean, he came back to the team.
He's not over it.
He came back to the team.
And what happened? They let him go.
They didn't let him go. They didn't resign him. They didn't resign him.
So why couldn't they resign him?
They signed him mid-season. He played the rest of the season. In the playoffs, they didn't win a playoff game, and then they didn't resign him in the offseason. They didn't let him go.
I mean,
they should have resigned him, but they had these guys coming back and they got injured again. So you have no running game. Either you go out and get a running back, go get you like a Hines from Indianapolis, or get you a Kareem Hunt or something like that. You got to be aggressive to help your football team or something.
They should have went after Marlon Mack for the Colts because Marlon Mack's been wanting a trade partner. He want to get traded because you got Jonathan Taylor, you got Naeem Hines, so there's no room for Marlon Mack. Period.
Yeah.
Marlon Mack, if memory serves me correct, before he tore his ACL a couple of years ago, was
a problem
at the time. He was a problem. He was a serious problem. Now he's like a third string running back. He was a huge problem. Now he's only a third string. He's barely seeing time, and that's not his fault.
Right.
That's not his fault. It's just they drafted running backs that fit this system well. I'm not saying he didn't. It's just you got Jonathan Taylor, you got Naeem Hines, and Marlon Mack. He's just there now. So you could have traded for him and get you somebody that's consistent that can run between the tackles and can be physical. That's his style.
Right.
But moving on. Patriots destroyed. I won't say destroyed. Patriots shockingly beat the Chargers 27-24. Your thoughts on this game?
Good Patriots and Chargers. The Chargers they didn't execute at the end of the game, and that cost them to lose the game. Good good schemes by Bill Belichick, and that's why the Patriots won that game.
See, this is hard for me because you know how much of a big Justin Herbert fan I am.
Yeah, it's all about trash yourself.
Ever since that game against Baltimore, he has not been the same. Ever since that game against Baltimore a couple weeks ago when it got destroyed 31-6, I was riding high, and I won't say scared. He has not been the same. Like,
no, I said they scared him in that game. They scared the living shit out of him in that game.
They scared the living shit out of him. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Ever since that game, he ain't been there, man. I don't know what it is. He hasn't been consistent, and it's like some of the throws I watched him throw have been like they're like errant throws. They're not good, and like you said, the fact that they didn't execute at the end of that game, it looks like I'm starting to get a little bit worried about Justin Herbert. I know it's still early and it's only week 9, but it's I'm a little bit worried about Justin Herbert. They have to get back to I want to see the Justin Herbert I had high hopes for early in the season. That's the Justin Herbert I want to see. But shout out to the Patriots. Bill Belichick always finds it. Like I really think that Belichick does not like young quarterbacks. I really don't think he likes young quarterbacks because it seems like every time a young quarterback, the whole world is talking about him. Like he's the hot new toy, the hot new car in the building, and the old Chrysler the old sturdy Chrysler just comes in. It's like, oh, you think you hot? Oh, you don't know about this old man strength? Oh, okay, I got something for you. And then next thing you know, they ain't been the same since. That's Bill Belichick. Shout out to Mac Jones. Patriots are looking better and better week by week, bro. They're looking better and better. Now, let's move on to the game I've been waiting on our entire time, man. Oh, so Tampa Bay Buccaneers played the New Orleans Saints last Sunday. It was a prime time game, so everybody know I couldn't miss it. Good old Tom.
Respectful.
Good old no. Good old supposed to be the so-called GOAT Tom Brady. So-called GOAT.
Years to go. Watch him out.
No. Lost.
Years to go. Watch him out.
Lost to the New Orleans Saints. 36-27. I'm gonna let you just go. Just go ahead. Just go ahead, bro. I'm gonna sit here and get my saucy drink on right now because I want to hear the excuses that come out your mouth.
Excuses? There ain't no damn excuses. Ain't no damn excuses. First of all, let me start with the referees. Okay, all them damn penalties that you had on us in the damn game. Oh, please, don't stop it. All right, we got screwed this game by the damn referee calling all this offsides and all these penalties that we had. We had like dead 10 penalties in the damn first half. It's a damn shame what the referees did to us. But it's all good. It's all good. It doesn't matter. Tom Brady is still the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have our full defense there, but we're gonna be all right. That's my slogan. That's our slogan for my team. We're gonna be all right. Okay, we go to the damn playoffs. Okay. At the end of the day, we didn't have no Antonio Brown. Okay, Mike has had a good game. Goodwin had an okay game. Okay, they didn't give Leonard Fournette the ball that much. Okay, the man only had 26 damn rushing yards at that. Who else? We didn't have our full secondary at all. We had a couple of injuries. So, like I said, once we get our full defensive squad back, we are going to get another ring. We are going to this damn Super Bowl. Once our full squad come back, offense and defense, we going to be all right. Okay? Now, Tom Brady with an interception. It's okay. It happens. It happens. He threw many interceptions in his lifetime playing NFL. By the way, he's still a top 5 MVP candidate right now. Would you like to admit it? Not supposed to this and stop making that damn face. Okay, he's a top 5 MVP candidate. The man is damn 44 years old, breaking records every time he damn played the game. He just had a bad game because you know why? Nobody can get over. Good defense scheme by Peyton and the whole Saints squad. It's okay. Trevor Simeon, nobody's seen him in 10 years since he left Denver. We didn't have no damn. First of all, I didn't even know Trevor Simeon was on the damn team. I just thought it was James Winston and Taysom Hill and some other bone quarterback like Blake Bortles or something like that. I didn't know Trevor Simeon was on the damn team until he actually came on the field when my boy James Winston got hurt. First of all, shout out to my boy James Winston. Shout out to him. My man was born this year. Okay, don't worry about it. Stop laughing. Stop laughing. Stop laughing.
Sorry, man. Hey, I'm sorry. I'm shut up.
Don't be laughing at my man, bro. Don't be laughing at my man. Okay, if I get jewels on you.
Man.
Okay?
I'm sorry, man.
Tough fall. You know what I'm saying? Shout out James, he balled out this year. You know, he proved people like you wrong this year. Put up some good numbers. So he's going to be all right. He's going to be all right. Going to come back next year. Still has the starting job for the New Orleans Saints. Okay, because they ain't getting nobody else. Okay? So, at the end of the day, bad decision at the end by Tom Brady. He still had a chance to win the game. And good defense by the Saints. But at the end of the day, we didn't have a full squad on offense, and we didn't have a full squad on defense. But once we get our full squad back on both sides, we definitely going to be all right. We definitely going to be all right. Floor is yours, Mr. Wilson. I'm pouring me a drink while you actually hate on Tom Brady and my team right now. Go ahead.
Nah, I want you to pour your drink and come back. That's what I want you to do. That's what I want you to do.
Go ahead. Your goat hate. Go ahead.
Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, man, I tell you, man.
Stop laughing.
See, I told you last week, Holloway got some freak stuff going on. I really meant this game, too. As I said, I ain't ride with neither of your quarterbacks, but I was riding with Alvin Kamara and that defense. That's exactly what I said. And not only that, I kind of did some research on your so-called GOAT. His record against every team it's phenomenal. It's unbelievable. Except for one team. Do you know that the so-called GOAT, the so-called greatest of all time record against the New Orleans Saints is 1-3? 1-3. Now you can say which because of Drew Brees, Michael Thomas, Joe Horn, you want to go back, like yada. That's cool. So it's cool. But on this game, the so-called GOAT just threw it to double coverage. See, it wasn't just an interception. No. It was a pick six. Okay? Tom Brady's walking around talking all that trash. Well, Payne and Eli. Oh, now you're going to be disrespectful, read the book, right? Okay, go ahead. I expect nothing less. Your so-called GOAT was on the great Payne and Eli show talking about how defenders are nothing but puppies. But last time I checked, them New Orleans Saints was some grown-ass men that listened to every single thing that the so-called fake GOAT said. And what happened? They got in his ass. Now, there was a couple of plays that Tom Brady, I must admit, had some beautiful throws. Sometimes the Saints coverages, they look a little bad, but all that matters at the end of the day is that L, that big old L that he had lost, and he threw not just an interception, but it turned out to be an interception that turned to a pick six. And your quarterback, your so-called GOAT, had cost your team the game. Now, you can make all these excuses about the refs had it so-called cheated because they had too many penalties. Well, damn it, maybe you need to have your team stop committing all the damn penalties. And memory serves me correct. Hasn't your team have the most defense that's supposed to be, oh, my defense is coming back, we come back strong. Don't your defense is the most penalized team in the NFL? Don't they have the most penalties? I'm pretty sure they do. Yeah, I reckon they do.
Yeah, and it's called hate.
Oh, it was hate? Oh, so now the refs are hating. You mean the same refs that helped Tom Brady?
The league is hating.
Oh, the league. Oh, now you mean the same refs that helped Tom Brady with the tuck rule? You mean the same refs that helped with Spygate and Deflategate? Oh, you mean talking about the same?
That was a tuck.
Oh, that damn sure was not a tuck. Stop it. That was not a tuck. Everybody named Mama knows.
His arm was going forward. His arm was going forward like this. Like this.
That man.
That's a tuck rule.
That ain't no damn tuck rule. He the reason why tuck rule. I don't want to hear that crap. That's garbage. That is hot, ugly garbage. Okay? Anyway. Now on the other side, I'm going to shout out the great Alvin Kamara and the New Orleans Saints defense. The quarterback, James Winston, man, I am sorry that he got hurt. He did towards ACL. Well, I'm sorry. I don't laugh at nobody's pain. But you sat here the whole year saying that James Winston going to be comeback player of the year. And
he was on his way.
Let's shut up about that one, man.
He was on his way.
And then you sit here telling me that he's going to come back next year. You can say bye-bye to that, man. Trevor Siemian, he going to come in now. And he's going to have like 5. He's going to lead the team to the playoffs.
Are you sure about that?
I'm sorry, not Trevor Siemian. I meant Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill, the real starting quarterback for the Saints. He's going to come in and do what he does best.
First of all, watch him out when it comes to the real. He's not the real starter. James Wilson was the real starter. He didn't start this season, so don't hate. Don't disrespect my man like that. Don't disrespect my man like that. He deserved that starting job.
He deserved it? You sure? We're going to see now because he got the real quarterback, Taysom Hill.
He was named the starting quarterback, wasn't he? Wasn't he the starting quarterback?
Mm-hmm. Yep, he was.
Was Jamie Wilson named the starting quarterback? Okay.
No, Sean Payton had a little, he got a little high when that happened. So
Oh, really? So you accusing Sean Payton being high? Giving James Winston the starting job? Really? The disrespect.
Oh, no. I don't want to say high. He kind of, Sean Payton got a little short-sighted. You know what I'm saying? He got short-sighted. He probably read Taysom Hill, but saw James Winston by accident, then able to start the quarterback. Probably just roll with it. At the end of the day, the Saints and Alvin Kamara won, and your man lost. And all I've heard from you is excuses.
Excuses? That's what happened.
Oh, I'm sorry. Your defense was supposed to be this top 10 defense. Well, with no.
So we have everybody on our defense.
No.
All right. So what's your point?
Whoa. You still got your front end, right? You still got your front end. You still got Pierre Paul. You still got Levante David. You still got your front. You got your linebacking core. You got your front.
Nah, secondary.
I didn't say anything about your secondary. I just said you got your linebacker core and you got your front. Core.
Yeah.
I didn't say nothing about the secondary. Your secondary is the problem. Jamal Dean went down. Sean Murphy-Bunting is still out. Richard Sherman is out. I mean, damn, the man just came back literally 2 weeks ago. He's already out, man. Trying to tell you, man. Are you sure? Are you sure about your KF-15 defense? Are you sure? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot Antonio Brown was out. Now he's out for another
Watch
week.
him out. Talk about Antonio Brown.
I'm just saying he's out for another week. That's all.
All right, he gonna be back. We're gonna be all right.
Y'all wanna buy anyway, so y'all be all right. Y'all take time, go on vacation, do what y'all want to do.
Yeah, and all the TV ratings go down. Why? Because the GOAT and his team is not playing this Sunday.
Oh, stop it! Nobody cares.
Watch. Pay attention. Pay attention to the viewers. Pay attention. The GOAT and all TV ratings go down.
Whatever. Anyway, moving on. Did you see your so-called goal on Payne and Eli last Monday night? As he was there. You see how
I don't
Peyton
watch
was
that
all
Coney show.
flustered. No, oh, now it's corny now. When I was corny, oh please, did you
Oh,
see
it's been
how
Coney.
Peyton was all? Did you see how Peyton was all flustered and sweaty, even though he had, but, and then you just saw my man Eli just sitting back chilling with a smile on his face because there's no matter what Tom Brady does, he can have eight
Oh
thousand
God!
yards and
Are we taking it there? We taking it there?
I'm just saying.
Why?
I'm just saying.
So why y'all didn't invite Michael Strahan and the rest of the Giants defense that helped Eli Manning to win 2 damn Super Bowls? Why ain't invite Justin Tuck and the boys? Huh?
Didn't have to. We have.
What about Leonard Connors and Leonard Kelly? He ain't doing nothing with the Washington football team. Why don't you invite him on the damn show? What about Pesco Burris, the one that caught the damn, that shot himself?
Hey, he was busy, man. He was busy.
Shot himself with the Giants. Before that, he caught the damn touchdown pass.
They were busy. They was busy. Nothing to worry about. It's all right.
No,
Be shells, baby.
No, you invite everybody else. Why didn't you invite all players from both Super Bowl teams? Since you want to invite everybody else. Since Eli Manning was so comfortable next to Tom Brady. But you know what? Eli Manning, how many rings he has?
He got 2. He got 2. But it doesn't matter.
How many does Tom Brady has?
So what? Everybody know he cheated to get at those anyway. But
7.
Okay, he should have had 9, but what happened? Anyway, moving on.
Happens.
Washington football. Yeah, you're right. It happens. The Washington football team, with they no-name having selves, as you like to say, so eloquently.
Corning selves.
Right. Lost to the Broncos, 17-10. Your thoughts on this? And I'm pretty sure there's not much to talk about here because it's only 17-10. But what was your thoughts on this game, sir?
Good Broncos, bad Washington football team. I would never bet on a Washington football team in life.
Well, that's not
until they find a damn name.
Let's not go crazy now. Okay. All right.
Until they change their name, they are not going to be successful.
I hear that. Now, shout out to Teddy Bridgewater. Actually did what he had to do. Simple as that. I'm a Teddy Bridgewater fan. Now, on to this bullshit ass Sunday night game. Excuse my language. These goddamn Cowboys won again, 20-16. I'm gonna let you go first because I just don't understand. But go ahead.
Oh, you skipped your Giants?
16. No, they played Monday night, so we're gonna be talking about the Sunday night.
Oh yeah, okay.
Sunday night game.
I make sure. Okay. All right. Dallas. It was a good comeback win. The defense played well. This guy, I forgot his name, the quarterback for the Cowboys. What's his name?
Cooper Rush. Yes, Cooper Rush. Played an okay game. He got the job done. And he got the ball right. He got the ball to the right person. Amari Cooper made an amazing catch. That was an amazing catch. Bounces off of him, hitting it over somebody else. Then he grabbed the ball back and actually get more yards. Amari Cooper showed up in that fourth quarter, and that's what they need to start doing. Start focusing more on Amari Cooper. And then once you start focusing on Amari Cooper, then your running game is going to open up for you. Good Cowboys, Vikings, Kirk Cousins. God bless him. I mean, you always mention hot and cold quarterbacks like Tannehill. Kirk Cousins, he could be hot and then he could be cold. I don't know why this man get paid all this money. He didn't deserve that money. But record-wise, career stats-wise, I understand why they were giving that much money. But when the game is on the line, I am not putting all my chips in Vegas on Kirk Cousins. As far as Cook needs to go. Not because he's not Dalvin Cook. Yeah, Dalvin Cook. No, not in the bad way. Not in the bad way. Listen. Not in the bad way. He needs to go in a good way. Stop wasting all your years with Kirk
Cousins because you're not going anywhere. If I was Dalvin Cook, I would ask for a trade. What his contract length is, I don't know what his contract is with the Minnesota Vikings, but damn it, I want out if I was Dalvin Cook. I want to go to a contender or something. Because having Kirk Cousins after him is just going to be like it is every year. Ain't going no damn well. It's on you, bro. And Thielen too. I asked for a trade too.
I'm sorry with the Vikings. Pro Football Focus rates the Minnesota Vikings as a top 10 defense. After what I saw, how the hell are you rated a top 10 defense when you lose to a backup quarterback by the name of Cooper Rush? First of all, the name Cooper Rush sounds like a cereal box. That's what it sounds like, Cooper Rush. The name should be a damn cereal box. The fact that this dude came in and throw darts like he was Joe Montana. I mean, the pass to Cedric Wilson was already bad enough. The catch was fine, but the run after the catch was, what in the hell? How the hell you outrun 4 damn defenders in the middle of the field and they all going the same damn way? Can't tackle one person. I mean, and then what made matters worse, you had Amari Cooper get injured again because he's been hammered by hamstring the whole damn year. Sit around and say, you know what, damn that, I'm going right back in the game. Catches, pretty much he caught the last catch, the last touchdown with Dallas on a dead leg, basically. Caught that on a fade route, caught it like it was nothing. Beautiful touchdown. And then for Kirk fucking Cousins, and excuse my language, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you right now, I told y'all I do not trust Kirk Cousins if my life was on the line to bring him a championship or to win a game. If I agree with you with Dalvin Cook. I agree with you. I would say the same thing with Justin Jefferson. I know it's my second year, but I would ask for a trade. I don't trust Kirk Cousins worth a damn at all. I don't even trust the defense right now in Minnesota because Minnesota is one of those teams, just like the Bears, just like the Steelers. They all iffy right now. Everybody all iffy. The middle of the road team. One week they look good, and next week we don't know what to think. They're one of those teams that if you got to put a parlay on them, betting wise, that you would not want to put your money on them because you don't know what you're gonna get. As long as Kirk Cousins under that helm, I don't trust Minnesota at all. I trust Dalvin Cook. I trust Justin Jefferson. I trust Adam Thielen. But that is it. Those are the 3 people I trust. I do not trust that defense, and I do not trust Kirk Cousins. And for Kirk Cousins to lose another home game where the game is on the line, and if you're asking Kirk Cousins to give you a touchdown drive or a game-winning touchdown drive, you might as well pack it up and then get on the bus because it ain't going to happen.
True that.
Now let's move on. So Monday night, I don't care about the Cowboys, so congratulations, you got another win. Good. Anyway, Monday Night Football. When it comes to NFL teams, do I hate the Cowboys? Yes. You call me a hater, call what you want. That's fine. I will admit my hate for Dallas Cowboys. It's fine. It's cool because it's these Cowboys. It's not the team. It's the fans, man. It's
the fans, huh?
They make me sick, man. They make me.
Oh yeah,
sick,
they make you sick. Yeah, like Knick fans, right?
Don't ask. No.
Like Knick fans, right?
We're talking football here, sir.
I know. I'm comparing the Dallas Cowboys fans to the New York Knicks fans because y'all both delusional. That's what the hell it is. I'm comparing y'all for. Y'all get on my damn nerves.
Stop. First of all, I'm going to need you to stop comparing saying that we're delusional because we're not delusional. We don't sit around and say that. We do not sit around and say that we're going to go to the NBA Finals every year. We don't say that. We don't say that. You know it, and I know it. Anyway.
Not the NBA Finals. First of all, y'all just came relevant last year. But, when y'all come relevant again, y'all like to go over your head and say, oh, we're going to make it past the second round. Oh, we're going to make the East Conference Finals. And then we make it to the East Conference Finals. We got to make it to the NBA Finals. That's what y'all do. See, you're not like Dallas Cowboy fans saying y'all going to make it to the Super Bowl. See, Dallas Cowboy fans skip the whole damn playoffs and go to the damn championship game. New York Knicks fans, y'all take it one thing at a time. So y'all said y'all was gonna win the damn first round last year, right? Ice froze up Gotham City. And then you saying next year that it's only 8 to 10 games y'all played already. Y'all number one in the damn Eastern Conference, and I'm already hearing from you Knicks fans is that y'all getting past the second round. How do you know that? That's the first question. Why? Because the playoff matchups haven't been set yet. But you already talked about that going to the second round. See, that's delusional. Just like Cowboy fans. Delusional.
Okay.
Didn't it come out of your mouth? You said, nah, this is not the only time I heard. I heard it from work. All these damn Knicks fans at work. Y'all say go to the Eastern Conference Finals. Are you saying the New York Knicks go to the Eastern Conference Finals? I mean, I guess keep a straight face saying it, man. Knicks fans at work is telling me we go to the Eastern Conference Finals. Really? Without no matchup yet, the players don't start yet, no matchup, no nothing. Just because you're number one in the East right now, only like 10 games been played already, y'all always talk about the Eastern Conference Finals. See, you see the comparison here? You see the comparison here? Yeah, you're delusional, man. You're delusional. Yeah. And you're not even the best team in New York. Even though you're number one in the East. You know that, right?
Oh, you finished? Look, man.
I'm done.
Talking about football here.
Okay. I was just comparing Knicks fans to Dallas Cowboys fans. That's what I was doing. That's what I was doing. That's what I was doing. Not a comparison. Y'all both delusional, bro. Oh, that's a good comparison. That's a good comparison.
Where we are, that is not comparison. Anyway, moving on. Mm-hmm. Monday Night Football. We had
Giants.
We had a big Monday. My Giants, they fought. Excuse me, as hard as they could, and they unfortunately lost.
Congratulations,
to the Chiefs, 20-17. I'm gonna let you go first. So go ahead. Talk about my Giants.
Let me go first.
But you won't do it anymore. Yeah, go ahead.
No. I mean, the Giants did put up a fight, But at the end of the day, it's the Kansas City Chiefs. But let me say this about the Kansas City Chiefs. Let me just start with Travis Kelce. Mm-hmm. Travis Kelce is on my fantasy team, man. My brother Travis Kelce, he had 2 receptions for over 40 yards.
Wow.
He was dropping passes. He was slipping on the ground. It wasn't raining, nothing like that. He was just slipping on the ground. I don't know what kind of cleats, them damn bright ass cleats he had on, them yellow cleats he had on. There was no reason why. No wonder he cannot catch the damn football because them damn gloves and them cleats be blinding him, bro. This just is bright ass yellow. You tripping on the ground doing your route. You can't catch the damn football. You need to change your damn cleats and your gloves. Make it red or something. Wearing them bright ass yellow cleats and them damn bright ass yellow gloves. You need to do something about that. Tyreek Hill showed up. Thank you, Tyreek Hill, because the Giants can't stop Tyreek Hill. Thank you, brother. Thank you for showing up. At the end of the day, I think the Kansas City Chiefs needed to get another running back. Even though a guy, what's his name? Who's the running back that's on injury reserve right now for the Chiefs? Is it Clyde Harris? What's his name?
Yeah, Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yes, him. Even though he's I think the Chiefs should have went out and got another running back. Right. At the end of the day, I don't think Williams is the man for the job. They did do a good job getting this guy The pass rusher, Melvin Ingram from the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's a good pickup for them. You still have Matthew and them in a secondary. Even though I think they had somebody else in secondary, maybe like a second tier cornerback or something like that has a name or something like that. But you still have Matthew and that's a safety or center, whatever positioning plays. But um, adding two pass rushers like Chris Davis and Ingram, that's a good pickup. And I think going forward, the Chiefs defense is going to be okay. They're going to be all right. But it's all about the former defensive coordinator for the Giants. What's his name? Frank Costola or something like that.
No, speak Spagnolo,
Spagnola, whatever his goddamn name is. All right, he needs better defensive schemes. How he going to use Melvin Ingram and Chris Davis? Because I think Melvin Ingram and Chris Davis could be something similar to a Von Miller and Aaron Donald if he uses the scheme right. And if they can get to the quarterback, I think going forward they can actually do some damage. So at the end of the day, the Giants is the Giants. They're allergic to success. They're allergic to prosperity, and they ain't going nowhere until they get rid of everybody in the organization. Starting with the owners. The owners need to get rid of the damn GM, the president of the damn team, or whoever it is. Whoever's under the owners, they get rid of them. You get rid of Jason Garrett. You need to get rid of Joe Judge. You need to get rid of Daniel Jones with his thinking that he was over OBJ catching that one head catch. Think he was OBJ catching the damn football. He needs to go. Daniel Jones didn't go. So either you want to get, hey, if I was the Giants, if I was smart, Aaron Rodgers is a free agent next year. And if you get Aaron freaking Rodgers come to New York with the wideouts that you guys have, you got a good wideout squad. You got Saquon in the backfield. Just got to fix your O-line. On defensive end, you got to get somebody. You got to get somebody. You got to make some trades. You got to do something to get some defensive, powerhouses in the front line and the backfield. You already got Williams already in the front. Maybe you probably need somebody in the linebacker position. Martinez is good, but I think you need somebody else who can actually pass rush as well. You need to fix that damn secondary. Julius Peppers needs to stay, but everybody else got to go. Okay, but if you get Aaron Rodgers, the New York Giants can be an offensive explosion next year if they could get Aaron Rodgers. And on the second hand, I'm thinking that the Cleveland Browns is going to release Odell Beckham Jr.
I agree.
So whatever team he goes to this year, it might be a 1 year thing. I mean, the rest of the season signing thing, but he's going to be a free agent all season. I will try to get Odell back if you get Aaron freaking Rodgers. Because you have OBJ as number one, Galloway as number two, you got Saquon in the backfield, you got Slayton, you got Ingram, you got this guy, what's in Harris, number 89, that tried to punch somebody with a helmet on, that guy here. I mean, the New York Giants, all you got to do is fix that O-line. If they can fix that O-line all season, maybe get some veterans in or, make some trades or something like that, get a good O-line. If you get Aaron freaking Rodgers to come to New York, the Giants could be a force to be reckoned with, man. It could be like the old days, the LT days, man. It could be like the Michael Strahan days. It could be like, the Mike Tuck days. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking for. As a real Giants fan like me, I'm looking for that type of thing to go back to the Giants. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna stick with TB12 to go. but the Giants need to get their shit together. It's on you.
Mhm. Um, First things first, I'm going to start off with I'm gonna start with the Chiefs. I'll get to my Giants in a minute. First things first, Kansas City. Something just don't. This year, that something doesn't seem right. Everybody's saying the offense will be fine, but when you have somebody like a Travis Kelce, he only has 2 catches. For how many yards he got? 40 yards. Two for 40.
Like 40, like 46 yards. Yeah.
2 for 46. That's a problem. And he had a fumble. Matter of fact, and he had a fumble.
Exactly.
That's number one. Number two, that's that the offense is a problem. The offensive line, they look better this game, but they're not. They don't like when you watch. I watched the whole game. Obviously, I'm a Giants fan, and I want my Giants to win. But when I watched the whole game with Kansas City, I didn't feel like Kansas City was fully back. I didn't feel like Kansas City was fully back. I felt that they needed that. It's like this. They're missing something. You know what I'm saying? Like I still had a feeling like something is missing from Kansas City. I don't know what it is or what it may be, but something is still missing from them. Right. Like something is missing, and I feel like they need to get it back as soon as possible. Their defense, I'm glad they made the trade for, as you said, Melvin Ingram. But overall, bro, like I'm not impressed with Kansas City, even against a bad team like my Giants. My Giants, we got to win against a bad Sam Darnold team with Carolina. No Christian McCaffrey. I mean, Sam Darnold got tossed out of the game. I mean, it was what it was. And on my Giants, man, you are absolutely right. It's time to enough with the rebuilding. We're not rebuilding. Enough with the. I don't want to hear rebuild. I don't want to hear reload. I don't want to hear none of that. Just tear everything down because it's not working. It's not. It doesn't matter if we're at home. It doesn't matter if we're on the road. We suck. Very simple. First things first, yes. Get rid of John Mara. Get rid of especially Dave Gettleman and especially Jason Garrett. Get him the hell out of New York. Please. Get them all out. Daniel Jones, I've been calling him Danny Pennies for a reason. He got to go too. He got to go. He has to go. I don't want to hear anything about, oh, you guys have never given him a chance. The man has had 3 years, and he is still not even a top. When we talking about the best quarterbacks in the league after the first 2 years, Daniel Jones' name is not even on the list. It's Lamar Jackson. It's the Patrick Mahomes. It's the Justin Herberts. Hell, even Mac Jones, and he's a rookie, has played better than Daniel Jones.
Damn sure.
There's not really more to say about it. Everybody can give me all these instances. Oh, but you know your guys have been injured. They weren't no good when they all was on the damn field anyway. They weren't good when they were on the damn field. Evan Ingram had his first touchdown of the year, and I forgot that he was even on the damn team. Our defense shoots ourselves, our offense and our defense shoots ourselves in the foot with stupid-ass penalties, like our fullback, Eli Penny, has a big first down, but then he wants to taunt a Kansas City defender and gets a taunting penalty to have the same yardage go backwards on the same damn play. And then we shoot ourselves. Our biggest problem is, like I said, we continue to shoot ourselves in the foot with bad turnovers, like Daniel Jones had, Dante Pettis had, and it just overall we're not a good football team. And what makes matters even worse, then you have an idiotic dude like Joe Judge. This dude is taking timeouts. He took all 3 timeouts before 10 minutes in the second quarter. I've never heard or seen a coach. How the hell do you take all 3 timeouts before 10 minutes in the second quarter? What the hell are you doing? You don't use your timeouts wisely. Obviously, everybody knows, unless it's an injury or you feel like you really need to take your timeouts, Every coach knows, any fan that watches football, you don't use all 3 timeouts in the first half not even before the 2-minute warning. There was 10 minutes left in the second quarter of the first half, and all 3 timeouts were already used. You don't use like this is like you don't make he's never. I've watched every single Giants game. This dude has never used his timeouts wisely. He has never used his timeouts wisely. This dude took 3 timeouts before 10 minutes before the second quarter. You used 2 in the first quarter. That is horrible. That is horrible clock management. That is horrible game management. Patrick Graham, the defensive coordinator, I believe he might be the only one that is salvageable on this team that actually you can keep. Everybody else can go. Joe Judge, horrible coach. He can't do shit right now. Everybody talking about injuries. Okay, if you had a full squad, are you telling me that the Giants are still going to win that game against Kansas City? No. With or without a healthy team, it don't matter. We can't stay healthy. Now we don't know. We have false positives or positive. We don't know. We had 13 players. Yeah, 13 players had freaking positive tests, but now they're saying that one was a false positive because of the PCL test, and the other one was one was a false positive, one was a positive. We don't know what's positive, what's not positive anymore. We don't know what's what. And it don't matter because it's either inconsistency, injuries, or COVID that is fucked up our season. And even if we had a full healthy squad with none of these problems, we would still be a bad football team. Why? Because our offensive line is trash. We've been building for the same offensive line for over 5 years. Who the hell does that? We're signing guys off the street to be productive, then they're not productive. Our defense players, they actually played as hard as they could, but they can't stay on the field for that damn long because they cannot hold down or lock down any team in the NFL. If every team was consistent at one area, they would blow my team out the water. That's all I got to say. I don't care who we play the next couple of weeks. It's not going to matter. It's not going to matter.
Yeah.
Because it's going to look bad, and it's going to continue unless you fire everybody. I'm talking about fire sale, clean house. Release Daniel Jones, put his ass on the bench. Don't play Saquon for the rest of the year. No, just don't do it. Keep Booker. Let Kadarius Toney get better. Like get rid of everybody. Get rid of Shepard. Get rid of Slayton. Evan Ingram is useless as your tight end. You got Kyle Rudolph. He's washed, even though he had one lucky touchdown. But on Kansas City side, that dude, was it number 49, Sorensen? He needs to go too. He needs to go. Because I have never seen a safety play as bad as he did. I have not seen a safety play as bad as he did. Sorensen is hot, flaming garbage. He is probably the main reason why the Kansas City defense is bad as it is. He is the main reason. You saw that flat with the touchdown on Evan Ingram.
Right.
They literally told him, they gave him the sign like this. Like, yo, fall back. Just stay on your man. We got him. All you got to do, they're going to throw the ball to Ingram on the flat. All you had to do is defend that play. What did he do? He was so worried about somebody else. They literally told him this. Like, yo, stay on your man. We got him. What did he do? They let Ingram score a damn touchdown. Literally the same play. And they looked at him like, yo, bro, we just told you that. Over and all, good game for Kansas City. They're not back yet. Let's move on. Simple as that. I said what I had to say about my Giants. God damn.
God bless them. Real quick, Packers beat the Cardinals 24-21. Aaron Rodgers had a great game.
That was a good game.
Yeah.
That was a good game.
The Dolphins lost to the Buffalo Bills 26-11. They went by the Buffalo Bills. And then you had the Steelers in a horrible game against the Cleveland Browns. 15-10. The Steelers won that one.
Yeah. First of all, Packers game. First of all, shout out to Matt LaFleur. He actually had a absolute great plan, man. Like, all right, we don't have our top two receivers, so let's just utilize the running game, and that's exactly what they did. Aaron Rodgers was Aaron Rodgers regardless. And on the Cardinals end, I believe if AJ Green runs that flat, that goal line fade, and he turns around, I believe the Cardinals win that game. I think it was just bad. I think it was just bad timing. I don't know what AJ Green was looking at. I don't know what he was thinking on that last play. I don't know. But I think if any other receivers in that position, they make that catch and it's a touchdown. And the Packers, we're not talking about the Packers. Possibly talking about the Packers 7-62, and Cardinals still undefeated. Nevertheless, the defense of the Packers stepped up against Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray did not have the game I was expecting him to have, but overall, this was probably the hype for this game last Thursday was probably we overheard all week like this is going to be the game of the year. This was going to be the game of the year. Did it live up to it? It was still a good game, but not the game that we expected it to be.
All right. Facts. So let's go with I'm sorry. Let me see what week is. I missed it. Oh, week 9 predictions. All right. So right now we got this Thursday night.
Let's do that.
Oh, we have the Colts and the Jets. The Colts is up 28-10. Obviously, who had won this game and why?
I mean, if Mike White, who I don't think he's coming back in this game because he's got hurt, like the one touchdown he did throw, he got hurt at the same time. So I'm like, okay, maybe they got something going on, but now he's out and they got B.J. Johnson as the quarterback. So there's not really much to talk about.
It's
they
over.
got their high, and now it's over. It's like it's there. Defense already gave up 28 points through the first half. Like, I mean, how much more are they going to score? That's all the question we got to say.
Right. 1:00 game got Patriots versus the Panthers. The New England is actually favored to win this game. Both teams is 4-4. You got to win this game, Marcus. What's the score?
I'm rolling with the Patriots. They're playing high right now. I'm rolling with the Patriots to beat the Panthers. Until Christian McCaffrey comes back, I don't trust Sam Darnold. I'm rolling with the Patriots. I'm going to go with 29-26. So I'm sorry, 29-23.
I'm rolling with the Patriots as well. I got the Patriots winning 21 18.
Okay.
All right, next game we got the Bills against the Jaguars. The Bills is actually favored to win this game at 1:00. The Bills are 5-2. Jaguars is 1-6. Who got winning this game? What's the score?
Buffalo Bills right now are the best team in the AFC. I got them. They started slow against the Dolphins last week, which was shocking to me. But I have them blowing out the Jaguars 34-7.
I got the Bills dropping 40 on the Jaguars.
Damn.
40 to like 10. 40-10.
Wow.
Next game got the Atlanta Falcons against the New Orleans Saints, and the New Orleans Saints is actually favored to win this game. The Falcons is 3-4, and the Saints are 5-2. Who you have in this game, Marcus, and what's the score?
I got the Saints rolling that Saints train with my man Alvin Kamara. I'm going to say he has 2 touchdowns in this game. I'm going to go with the Saints 33, Falcons 21.
I'm going with the Saints on this one. I think it's going to be 28-17.
Okay.
All right. Next game, we got the Raiders versus the Giants. Las Vegas actually are the favorites to win this game. The Raiders are 5-2. The Giants are 2-6 to protect themselves. I Who you have in this game and what's the score?
Uh, I can't roll my Giants. You know, my heart beats. My heart bleeds blue, but it also
What?
bleeds with pain. I said my heart bleeds with blue, but my heart also bleeds
You're
with
not picking Giants
pain.
to win this game?
No, I'm not. I'm not. I was born. I wasn't born yesterday. Not at yesterday. Rolling with the Raiders. They're coming off a bye. They had a lot of time to cool off. Going with the Raiders. 28. Giants 14.
Also, after Raiders win this game, 30, 31, 31 to 14.
Thanks for getting my team 14 points. Thank you. I appreciate that.
God bless you. Next game, we got the Ravens and the Falcons. Actually, Baltimore is favored to win this game. The Vikings is 3-4, and the Ravens is 5-2. Who we have win this game, Marcus, and what's the score?
Well, I'll keep it simple. I just sat here and say it. I'll say it again. As long as Kirk Cousins is behind that helm, I do not trust the Vikings whatsoever. So I'm rolling with Lamar Jackson. If memory serves me correct, did they not just come off a bye? Yeah, they came off a bye. So they had enough time to
Bye.
prepare after that ass kicking they got from the Bengals a couple of weeks ago. I'm going with the Bengals and Lamar Jackson to put up you got to put up 30 against these dudes. I'm going with 30 to 22. Baltimore.
I'm going with the Ravens as well. I got the score going to 28 to 17.
That's cool.
All right. Next game we have the Browns, which is 4-4. Cincinnati is actually favored to win this game. The Bengals are 5-3. Who you have won this game is a lot. Score.
I'm rolling with the Bengals, bro. Rolling with the Bengals. This whole OBJ situation has gone out of control. They won't let him go. I don't know why. I'm rolling with the Bengals. 34. Cincinnati 21.
I got the Bengals win this game 21-13. Next game, we got the Broncos versus the Dallas Cowboys, and actually Dallas is actually favored to win this game. The Broncos are 4-4, and the Cowboys are 6-1. Who you have win this game, and what's the score?
This is gonna be my trap game of the week. This is my trap game of the week. I'm rolling with the Broncos. To shock, if people think that the Cowboys gonna put up like 30 games in this one, Broncos has a top 10 defense. So I'm going with the Broncos. Pull up the absolute upset, 27, Cowboys 17.
Have heard any news that Dak is not playing this game, right?
I don't think he's going to play.
All right, so
I'm not sure.
I have the Cowboys winning this game 21-17.
Okay. Yeah.
Next game, we got the Dolphins against the Houston Texans, who are 1-7. The Dolphins is 1-7. Both teams have the same similar record. That's a damn shame. But we got Miami favorites to win this game. Who you have for winning? What's the score?
Jesus, this is like one of them games that you had no choice but to choose. But I'm going to take. Well, Tyrod Taylor's going to play, so I'm going to roll with. I'm still going to roll with the Dolphins. The Dolphins need to win. Both teams need to win bad, but I'm going with the Dolphins. I'm going with 22 to 20, 22-20. Dolphins.
I'm going with the Dolphins on this one. It's going to be 28-13.
Okay.
Next game. We got the Eagles versus the Los Angeles Chargers. The Chargers 4-3. The Eagles are 3-5. The Los Angeles Chargers actually favored to win this game. Who you have winning, and what's the score?
Excuse me. I believe my man Justin Herbert comes back. He comes back to form against these Philadelphia Eagles. I'm rolling with the
Again?
Chargers. Look, man, I roll with Justin Herbert as much as I can, bro. I'm gonna take
Okay.
Justin Herbert 30 roll with against the Eagles 34-21.
I got the Eagles win this game 24-21.
Good. Who you got winning?
Eagles.
Oh God. Okay.
We
All right.
got the Packers. We got the Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs is actually favored this game. As we know, there's no Aaron Rodgers, but the Devontae Adams is playing in this game, and also Jordan Love will be starting for the Packers. So the Packers is actually 7-1, and the Chiefs is 4-4. Who you have winning this game, and what's the score?
I'm still want to roll with the Packers, and it's
With
not
Jordan Love?
because of Jordan Love. It's going to be because it's going to be because of Aaron. It's going to be because of the other Aaron Jones. That Kansas City defense is not top notch right now.
Yeah.
I'm rolling with I'm rolling with Green Bay to still win. I'm going with 30-28.
I got the Chiefs winning this game by nail biter. By Jordan Love. I don't want to say a nail biter. It's Jordan Love. I don't know how you're gonna show up and all that. So I'm gonna go with the Kansas City Chiefs on this one. Okay, it's gonna be 28-14. I give Jordan Love 2 touchdowns, and he's gonna throw over 100 yards.
Are you telling me that the Kansas City Chiefs are only gonna give up 14 points?
Yes.
Yeah,
the Green Bay Packers defense.
All right.
Next game, we got the Cardinals versus the 49ers. The 49ers are actually favored to win this game. The 49ers is actually 3-4, and the Cardinals is 7-1. Kyler Murray is actually questionable for this game. We don't know if he's starting. But, Mr. Wilson, who do you have winning this game? What's the score?
I don't. I'm rolling with the 49ers. If Kyler don't play, I'm going to roll with the 49ers. You know, I think the 49ers starting to get their mojo back. I'm going to go with the Niners 19-16. It's like one of those games, like one of those trap games. It's going to be real smash mouth. 19-16.
I have the 49ers winning this game if Kyler Murray doesn't play. If he doesn't play, I have the 49ers winning this game 21-13.
That's a good one.
But if Kyler Murray does play, I have the Cardinals winning this game 28-26.
That's a good score.
All right, next game we got the Tennessee Titans versus the Los Angeles Ramses. Let me see who's favorite in this game. The Los Angeles Rams actually favorites on this game. They are 7-1, and the Titans are 6-2 with no Derrick Henry. Mr. Wilson, who have won this game, and what's the score?
Let's see. No Derrick Henry. Julio Jones is questionable. All you really have is Ryan Tannehill and A.J. Brown. On the side, you got Cooper Kupp, who can't be stopped, and then they just traded for Von Miller. You got Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey, Leonard Floyd. I'm going to roll with the Rams. They don't see that hard in this situation. They don't see that hard roll with the situation, man. They ain't much to talk about here. I'm going with the Rams, put up 34, but the Titans are going to put up 26, 34-26. One of those weird scores.
34-26. I got the Reds winning this game 35-17.
Mm, got it. That's cool.
And we have the Monday night game on ESPN, 8 o'clock. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers against the Chicago Bears. The Pittsburgh Steelers actually favors to win this game. The Steelers are 4-3, and the Bears are 3-5. Who you have win this game was the scorer?
I have I got the Pittsburgh Steelers win this game. I don't trust Matt Nagy as a coach, and I feel bad for my man Justin Fields because I think he's going to be an outstanding quarterback in this league. But that Steelers defense is getting better week by week, and I'm going to have to roll with the Steelers. I'm gonna say Big Ben has 3 touchdowns in this game. Steelers 24, Chicago 10.
I have the Steelers winning this game 21-16.
Okay.
One away game.
That seems about the same. Yeah. It seems about the same. All right.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna talk about some NBA, right? Let's go to the NBA right now, and we gotta give a special congratulations to my man CP3, point guard. Went to 3rd all time in assists, and he passed Mark Jackson and Steve Nash because Mark Jackson and Steve Nash they weren't tied. I did the research and I sent you the pictures, obviously not so long ago. They were actually 3 assists between each other. Steve Nash had 10,334 and Mark Jackson had 10,330. And Chris Paul passed them both literally on the same night, technically. So, congratulations to CP3. But my question to you, sir, is Chris Paul officially right now, championship or not, a top 5 point guard of all time? We're talking strictly point guard. Not talking passers or playmakers, anything. I'm talking strictly point guard. Is Chris Paul in your top 5 of greatest point guards of all time?
No. Chris Paul is not top 5.
I need that Joe Pesci.
Nope.
I need that Joe Pesci. I need that Joe Pesci.
Chris Paul is not a top 5. He's not a top 5 point guard.
Oh my god!
Right now.
Oh my god! How? Can you please explain to me? Please. Blasphemous. Oh.
He's missing one thing on his resume.
I said championship or not. Without a championship. We're talking prime point guard of all time.
No.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
In order for Chris Paul to be a top 5 point guard, he has to have a championship. Because his other 5 point guards, I could point out right now, that does have a championship and does have better numbers than him, to actually put out what you think he should be top 5. You got Magic Johnson.
You're asking me the question. Okay, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. You have Magic Johnson. You got Isaiah Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
Got a Bob Cousy. You got a
top 5 of all time.
Well, Clive. Yeah. Excuse me. How many championships this man have?
Continue, because I already know my top 5. Go ahead.
Got a J Kidd.
Mm-hmm.
How many is that? 4.
That's 4.
Well, you could throw anybody in that 5. You could put in a Walt Clyde Frazier with his crazy ass suits in the top 5.
Watch your mouth.
I mean, you could.
Watch your mouth.
He doesn't wear crazy suits.
Watch your mouth.
He don't wear crazy suits.
It don't matter. That's Clyde. That's Clyde.
The cow suits and all that. Oh, come on now. Come on now. The cow suits, the cheetah print suits he be wearing. I'll play. Blood everybody mask right go. But I don't care. It's a toxic place anyway. But anyway, there are a lot of players I could put in the top 5. In that 5th spot, But in order for Chris Paul to get that fifth spot, he has to get a ring. So that's at the end of the day, that's what counts. What are you playing this game for? You just playing the game just to get, just to be number one scoring all the time, just to be a number one assist all the time, number one in assists, number one steals. No, they're actually playing this game to win a damn championship. That's at the end of the day, that's what counts. Okay, now adding all the other stats to that, yeah, it'll make your resume go up. But at the end of the day, it's all about championships. I can't have anybody in my top five without a championship. I don't care if you have one. I don't care if you have five. I don't care if you have six. I don't care if you have 10. I don't care if you have 16, 18. But you have to have a championship to be in my top five. If you don't, no, you're outside of the five. That's the way I do things. So Chris Paul has to get a championship. You chose this offseason to resign with the Phoenix Suns, right? You didn't choose to go with one of your close friends on the banana boat, LeBron James. No, you didn't do that. What? You actually chose to be with the Phoenix Suns, and then actually you have to show up this year. You have to get to the NBA Finals again, and you have to win. That's the only way. That's the only way Chris Paul would be in my top five if he wins the championship, because he has the stats to back it up. But in my top five, you gotta have at least one chip. Four's yours.
Thank you so much for that blasphemous and utterless statement right now.
What? Blasphemous?
So, blasphemous. That is complete utter blasphemous. So,
so you saying that you don't have to have to be in top five?
Chris Paul is that's why I asked the question: championship or not? That's why I said that's
championship.
Obviously, championship or not. See, championships matter to you. I say championship or not. So the question was asked: championship or not? Is Chris Paul a top 5 point guard of all time? I say yes, he is. Yes, he is. Because there's nobody that does that Chris Paul can do today as a point guard. Now, to your question as to the top 5 greatest
not even Melo Ball
time. Are you seriously going to sit here and pull a Melo Ball with Chris Paul? Are you really going to have that conversation right now?
You said there's nobody in the league right now that cannot do what Chris Paul do today. Melo Ball in that conversation?
He's not in that conversation yet. Not yet. Are you going to sit here and tell me that LaMelo Ball is a better playmaker than Chris Paul? Please tell me that.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
I'm asking you the question.
No. See, no. No. As a Knicks fan, you twist my words. You twist my words again. You said there's nobody in the league right now that can do. Listen to me. This is what you said out your mouth. You said there's nobody in the league right now can do what Chris Paul can do as a point guard right now. LaMelo Ball is not a candidate.
LaMelo Ball is a candidate, but only
because you talking about skills. You talking about skills, right?
Okay.
Absolutely. Let me finish. I give it up to you. Can Melo Ball dribble? He has a good dribbling game, right? Can Melo Ball shoot the basketball? Can Melo Ball make his other teammates better? Can Melo Ball shoot the 3-ball? Check. That's what Chris Paul can do. So what's your point? You talk about all time numbers.
Oh no. Is LaMelo Ball a good mid-range shooter? Can he hit from the mid-range?
Yes.
I haven't seen it.
Mid-range and 3-point shooter.
I've seen him hit the 3-ball.
I've
seen him make his.
He take most of his shots at the 3.
I've seen him do all of that. Exactly, but I have not seen him take the mid range consistently. That's the thing. That's the only thing.
Not consistently, no, because you don't have to. Because if your three pointer is wet, if it's wet, right, all the time, right, why would I take more mid range than actually the three? What counts more?
I mean, obviously, 3 is always going to count more than 2, but obviously, you need that part of that.
That's what I'm saying.
Elevate your game. You got to have an all-around game, and your mid-range is part of that game too. Chris Paul is the best mid-range shooter in the game. I'm sorry, wait. Let me repeat. Chris Paul is the second. I haven't seen him do it. I haven't seen him do it consistently. Maybe I haven't seen.
No, you don't know consistently because you don't have to. You don't have to.
Exactly. But until I see him do it, that's the only edge I have with that Chris Paul has over LaMelo Ball. I'm not sitting here saying LaMelo Ball.
Does
the way that LaMelo is going right now? What? Go ahead.
Does Damian Lillard has the mid-range game? Does Damian Lillard has the mid-range game?
Absolutely.
But where are you seeing mostly shooting shots from?
Outside from
and is he consistent? Consistently, does he shoot more threes or mid-range shots?
He shoots more threes, but he needs to change that up a little bit because we see him struggling.
The same thing with Melo.
Later.
It's the same thing with Melo.
Yeah, but
Chris Paul three ain't wet like that. He can make 3-pointers when he's open, but it's not wet like Damian Lillard and Melo. Come on now. Chris Paul take more mid-range shots than Melo and Damian Lillard. Because he shoots at the elbow, He goes to the sideline with the fadeaway jump shot, right? Or he does that floater.
But what's wrong with that, though? Right, but what's wrong with that?
I didn't say nothing wrong with it. I'm just talking about Chris Brown. It's Chris Brown. I'm talking about Chris Paul game, right? Mm-hmm. Chris Paul game is more of a mid-range than a three-pointer. His 3-point shot is his second option.
Correct.
Because he shoots from the elbow, he shoots from the sideline with that fadeaway jump shot, right? Or he tries to get the floater in. Okay? Now, when he's really, really open, he shoots a 3. That's not Melo game. Right. That's not the Damian Lillard game. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, and that's like I said, I understand that. However, when you're sitting around talking about Chris Paul, we're talking about all factions. We're talking about everything. We're not just sitting around and just talking about one area, because it's like we're not talking
about one area. We just talk about shooting.
I know, but I know that. But I'm talking about shooting.
If you want to talk assists, rebounding, and all that, Melo and Damian Lillard is up there.
We're talking about your whole game. Absolutely.
You talking about the whole enchilada. That's what you talk about, right? So when we're talking about that, Damian Lillard, you said name one person that could do what Chris Paul could do. I just named 2 people that could do what Chris Paul do. That's what you said.
The only thing that Dame is not consistent with doing is being an elite playmaker, because that's not necessarily that's not Dame's game. Dame's game is more of an offensive threat as a scorer. He can score the ball at any point in time. That is the difference between him and LaMelo and Chris Paul. Both of LaMelo and Chris Paul, as you said, they do absolutely everything. The only thing LaMelo has not done, I have not seen consistently, is what I'm saying, is just a shooter. I mean, shooting from the mid-range.
Let me ask you this.
LaMelo Ball is
how does everybody else get shots? How does everybody on the Portland Trailblazers get shots? McCollum and all. How they get shots?
Mostly from the 3. Mostly from the 3, but McCollum, he can shoot.
And who passes the ball to them?
Dribble to the mid-range. Like I said,
and who passes the ball to them?
Lillard, of course. Lillard.
You just answered your own damn question.
I know that, but I'm talking about skill wise. You're gonna tell me that Dame can he do what Chris Paul can do, averaging 10 to 15 to 12, 14 assists? No, yes. He can't do that. Why? Because his team could do that if he wanted. I don't think he can. I'm not questioning Dame.
I'm saying what counts as an assist?
Passing the ball to an open player or a player that makes a shot. That's what counts as an assist. However,
and
Dame,
if you pass the ball to an open player, If you pass the ball to the open player, he gets the ball, he shoots it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does that count as assist or not?
Yes, it counts as assist. But my point is,
does any player on that team make consistent shots when they pass the ball?
Most of the time, yes. Most of the time, yes.
No,
no,
it's not.
Most of the time,
no, it's not. That's why he doesn't have that much assist. Because he passed the ball, it's all Brick City. Not all Brick City, but they don't make consistent shots from the 3-point line because he's the main scorer on the team. But when he does get double teamed, he passed the ball out to CJ McCollum or anybody else, and they shoot a damn 3-ball, and they don't make it. Okay? That could count as an assist. That's why his assist level is low. Because he doesn't have shooters around him.
Because of his game. I mean...
No, it's not because of his game. It's the same game. If somebody... If I'm Damian Lillard, right, and I'm busting everybody ass on the Utah Jazz to make up a team, right? They want to stop me because I'm busting their ass, right? I put like 21 in the first half, right? Now they're gonna start double teaming me, right? Okay. So when I get double teamed, right, and I pass the ball to my teammates, was it CJ McCollum or is it anybody else? They shoot the ball and they don't make it. They're not consistent with it, right? My assist stats go down.
They drop, right.
Or it doesn't go on the board. Why? Because they're not making the shots. To have players to make shots around Damian Lillard, you have to have shooters around him. The Trailblazers does not have shooters around him, and that's the most frustrating part for Damian Lillard. That's why they had that damn outburst on the damn sideline because they can't make shots. But if you have shooters around Damian Lillard, when he's getting double team or triple team, he can kick it out to a JJ Redick. He can kick it out to whoever to shoot the damn ball and actually make it. That's why they should not let Melo go in the damn first place.
No,
that's what I'm saying.
They should never let Melo go.
That's what I'm saying. If you don't have shooters around him.
No. I agree with that. So that's why I'm saying, to my detriment, to my point, it makes my point even better because that's not Dame's fault. But
the last couple of years, his assists been up.
Exactly. It has been up. Okay, fine.
Because he has shooters around him.
He ain't making shots. Right, because he has shooters. But when he don't got shooters, he has no choice but do it himself.
Exactly.
I agree with you. I'm just talking about his overall. I'm just talking about his overall game compared to LaMelo and Chris Paul. That's all I'm saying. It's really difficult. 99% of the time, if the game is on the line, as much as I like CJ McCollum, is he taking the final shot? No.
Can I ask you a question?
That final shot. Everybody in the whole building knows. Sure, go ahead. Sure.
Does Chris Paul have shooters around him?
He has Cam Johnson, he has Devin Booker, he has, if you want to say DeAndre Ayton, he's not really a shooter, but you know, he can hit a little mid-range.
Does Damian Lillard and Melo have the same shooters that Chris Paul's have around?
Does Dame say that again? Does Dame Lillard
does Dame Dollar and Melo Ball has the same shooters that Chris Paul has around?
No. Not Dame Lillard. Right now, the way that the team is constructed with Dame Lillard, they don't have enough shooters, which is exactly what you said about Melo. Carmelo
about the Hornets?
They should have convinced Melo the same ball.
What about the Hornets?
LaMelo. Yeah.
LaMelo has shooters around.
Miles Bridges. They have Miles
That's not a shooter.
Bridges.
That's not a shooter.
I mean, he can. I'm not saying he can't shoot.
Bridges is not a shooter.
He's not a shooter, but he's been shooting better this year.
More for his dunking.
I'm saying this year.
You're saying this year,
but he's doing more. Right, this year. I'm just saying this year. Yeah. You still have Gordon Hayward. I mean, you can say what you want about Gordon Hayward, but he's always he can do both. You have this rookie Book Knight. You still got Terry Rozier. He can score the lights out, no problem. You know
he's not a consistent 3-point shooter.
LaMelo, he's never been a consistent 3-point shooter, but I'm not saying he can't hit it. He can hit it. But when you talk about straight shooters,
Not even
Chris
mid-range.
Paul has Devin Booker.
We had that Booker team. It's a wrap. It's gonna have, you're gonna get 10 plus assists. Dame Lillard and Melo doesn't have that.
Okay, so your point about Damian
just started with Booker alone. Just started with Devin Booker alone. If you had that Booker team, that's an automatic like 5 assists a game.
Right. So your case, the case that you're making is the fact that both you want to say in LaMelo too. It's the case that Dame Lillard does not have enough shooters around his team. Not his game, his skill set, but more of his game. Okay, I can go with that.
It's who's around him.
I'm glad you explained it to me. Right. I'm glad you explained that to me. So now I agree with you.
Chris Paul always had shooters around him. So with New Orleans. He always had shooters around him.
Right.
Even before he got this fix with Houston, he had shooters around him.
Remember, I mean,
you had Eric Gordon and the boys. Come on now. Eric Gordon is a good shooter.
Remember, you talk about. Hold on. Are you talking about Chris Paul or LaMelo?
I'm talking about Chris Paul.
I'm talking about Chris Paul.
My point is,
Chris Paul.
Chris Paul always had good shooters around him. Starting with the New Orleans Hornets.
It wasn't just shooters because remember when he was in New Orleans, it was him.
Great scorers.
Shooters, but he also had great scorers. He had the Kirk Snyders, but remember he also had Tyson Chandler, so it was always picking
David West
most of the time anyway.
No.
Yeah, David West, exactly, pick and pop all day. When he got to the Clippers, that's when it was Redick, Blake Griffin, Lob City. Did half of those
Butler, Chauncey Billups. He has shooters around him now. Let's keep it running.
No. He did. But most of the time, the first thing we go about Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan, first thing everybody talk about Lob City. Then obviously you could put and then Blake
that's the first thing, yeah.
Game, and then you also have, and then you still had JJ Redick before he left. You had Matt Barnes. He had a deep squad, and then when he goes Phoenix,
Caron Butler,
Caron Butler, and same thing.
Chauncey Billups,
Right, he had shooters, but it was also Lob City at the same time. My thing is, I get what you're saying about Dame Dollar. I agree with it. Most of the time, it's the complete and utter fact that he didn't have enough shooters around him. If you say that, cool, no problem. Most people when you need shooters when you got Dame. That my thing is Chris. All I'm saying is Chris Paul. The way I watch Chris Paul, he managed the game so freaking well because he's that type of floor general that I'm seeing things that Melo can't do, even though he's good at early in his career. I think that LaMelo Ball
second year.
Of course, I know, but the way that LaMelo Ball has progressed right now, he's good. He's going to be. He might. If LaMelo keeps going the way he's going right now, he can pass Chris Paul 8-9 years in terms of assists. The way LaMelo Ball is going right now, that's what I'm saying. But we talking about. My question to you was top 5, right? It's Magic. And I'm not putting it in a specific order, but we both agree Magic Johnson's number 1. There's nobody.
Fact.
I don't care. I'm sorry. It's a fact. There's nobody in this world who will ever play the way that Magic Johnson has or ever will be. Magic's number 1. I put Magic first. Steph Curry has to be on that list because this man has changed the game.
I agree with you.
Just shooting wise, specifically. Steph Curry.
I agree with you.
Isaiah Thomas. I have to put Chris Paul there, regardless of championship. And then I'm going to put as my number 5. It's between Stockton. I got to go with John Stockton. Between Stockton, Steve Nash, and Jason Kidd. Between one of those 3. It's hard to choose one because they all play somewhat
what about Gary
the
Payton?
Same way. The only thing as a top 5 point guard of all time, he's up there.
Yes.
He's up there, but defensive. If you say defensive point guards of all time, no question, Gary Payton is there. Gary Payton could put up buckets too. Let's not disrespect that. But you didn't mention Gary Payton, so I'm glad you said that. We get a shout out GP all day. Because now his son is balling in with the Warriors. I mean, if you missed that nasty dunk on Kelly Oubre last night, that was something to see. That was crazy. Like, he destroyed Kelly
What about
Kelly
Tony?
Oubre. But about who?
What
Who?
about Tony Parker? Tony Parker.
Not top 5 point guard all time. He's not up there.
He has
He's
the
not there.
resume.
If Tony,
He has the
he has a
resume. You
resume.
can argue the
Tony
resume.
Park, he's not top 5, bro. He's not top 5. He's not. Is he better than John Stockton? No. Is he better than? Is he
I
better than
want to
Chris
say he's
Paul?
better done,
No.
but he has at least 4 rings. So
your
it all goes
theme of
about what
this
you
is
base it
always
on.
championships, right?
Championships count.
But it wasn't Tony Parker, Bob's.
I'm not saying. I'm not saying
But
that's the
I'm
end all.
talking
End all.
individual.
I'm just saying that's what I'm talking about. That's a part of his resume. So if Tony Parker has 4 rings, why would you pick Steve Nash over Tony Parker? Statistic wise.
Well, you could ask that same question: why Steve Nash is on the top 75 and when Tony Parker wasn't, right?
That's what I'm saying.
That's very debatable. That's very debatable. See, I agree with you on that part.
See, when it comes to that, we have to look in what. When it comes to that, we have to look in what edges Steve Nash or Tony Parker in that. So Steve Nash could be like 5th all time in assists, 5th all time in 3-pointers and stuff like that. But Tony Parker could be like 9th all time in 3-pointers made. He could be like 10th all time as point guards having rings, or anything like that. I'm just making stuff up. I'm not saying that's what exactly is, but I'm just making stuff up. So and it comes to, I believe that Tony Parker should be considered in the top 5 because of what he did for the game.
Bro.
As an international player as well. He has one of the most rings coming from an international player more than his teammate Tim Duncan. Because you consider Tim Duncan as an international player because he's from the Virgin Islands. He's an international player. So Tim Duncan has 5 rings, correct?
Correct.
Manu?
But does
Manu not?
Who gets Manu's not a point guard, but he deserves much as credit just as much as the other guy that you were just talking about.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Just as much credit as Tim Duncan. He deserves credit as just as much as Tony Parker. So and he deserves much credit Dave Robinson because they all came in literally almost at the same time. They came a year apart from each other, but they still literally came in at the same exact time. My point to you about Tony Parker is, to me, he's not top 5. I understand the rings does count. You're absolutely right. But my thing is, if you
it all depends what you're rating on.
This is right. If you pay, I'm talking about all time, not just you're talking about assists, but passing, scoring. Tony Parker deserves to be up there. You said Bob Cousy, but we said the same thing. Why isn't Tony Parker a top 75 player, but Steve Nash is? But you don't see Steve Nash as the top 5 point guard all the time, but you put Tony Parker there. See the confusion there?
I say he should be considered as a top 5 point guard all the time, and he should be a part of the 75th anniversary team. That's what I'm saying.
So should Tim Duncan.
Consider. I said keyword is considered. I'm not saying that anybody didn't vote for him. Yeah, I'm not saying anybody didn't vote for him on that. I don't think Steve Nash should have made the team before. I don't think Steve Nash should have made the team before Tony Parker.
What? Are you kidding me? What?
What did Steve Nash do?
Won 2 MVPs. He
That's
did
it?
what Tony Parker could not do. Win MVP.
Individual? You talking about individuals?
Yes, we're talking individual. If you want to talk about team, he led.
Tony Parker is NBA Finals MVP.
Say it again.
Tony Parker Tony Parker is a NBA Finals MVP.
That is true. That is absolutely true, and he has rings.
So what counts more, a regular season MVP or a NBA Finals MVP? So
I see your point.
it goes hand in hand. Like, where we going with this? You know what I'm saying Tony Parker should have been a part of that 25th anniversary.
You mean the 75th anniversary?
And mine, I think the only international person was Dirk Nowitzki.
Tim Duncan was there too.
I mean,
on that too.
Yeah. I forgot. Yeah, no, I said Dirk first.
You said Dirk first, but yeah, Tony.
Tim's on that list. Yeah.
I think for the reason why, like, if you didn't have Tim Duncan, which was going to be blasphemous, if Tim Duncan was on that list, that would have been a problem. But I feel like they couldn't put all three in there because I don't know why you could put all three personally, but I think just because you had, like, Nash had to go in. I think Nash had to go in because he's the reason why you have these point guards today with a fast-paced offense with him and D'Antoni. Now, some people ask the question, is it Steve Nash or is it D'Antoni in the system? I say, in my opinion, it's the system. It's never really, some people say it's never been Steve Nash, but I think, obviously, Steve Nash winning the MVP. I say one because that second one, everybody knows Shaq deserved that second MVP, I believe. Was it 04? Was it 05?
Shaq should have won that.
Like 20
Shaq should have won that second MVP. That Steve Nash won.
Shaq should have won that second MVP. Yeah, absolutely. I am not disagreeing with that.
That's a fact.
There's no way that Shaq don't win that MVP. Like, Shaq should have had multiple. He should have had the MVP. He should have won that. So I only give Steve Nash one MVP. Obviously, when you're in the Western Conference, you're playing a Kobe Bryant team with Lamont or the leading trying to get to the playoffs, trying to pass him. That was, I think it was 2008, 09.
That
was the year.
No. Yeah.
The Western Conference Finals against Kobe and Lakers, it was 08, 09. That was the year I thought they was going to beat my Kobe and Lakers. That didn't happen. When you run into Kobe, it's going to be Kobe, or Carmelo, and the Denver Nuggets. Those were the two best teams at that time. Western Conference.
Right.
And as good as Steve Nash was, for him to get past that because those two players and those two teams were that just a little bit better. And remember, Steve Nash himself, they had the best record. Their play style was only the 7 seconds or less play style. They always had the best record. But even when they had the best record, it never mattered because you had to play Carmelo and you had to play Kobe. So either one of those two, no matter what they did, no matter how good their record was, didn't absolutely matter. But overall, the type of player that Steve Nash was, he had to be on that list. He absolutely had to be. So I agree. I understand Tony Parker. I absolutely understand Tony Parker. But then J. Kidd has to be in there because J. Kidd was one of the reasons why, not just Dirk, J. Kidd was the main reason why Dallas won that 2011 championship against Miami. He was one of the main reasons. If J. Kidd don't have a championship, maybe he does not deserve to be on that list. Maybe he doesn't deserve to be on that list, absolutely. But in terms of top 5 point guards of all time, Chris Paul has to be on that list. I understand your non-concept of, the man don't have a championship. I understand that. I absolutely understand that. But it's like, it's hard not to. Like, it's at this point. Like,
I get it.
I get it. Think, and then we have, what's crazy? We haven't even talked about John Stockton. The man is first of all time in assists. The man
he's already in there.
Karl Malone to death.
He's top 50, so he's already in there.
Right? Can you imagine if John Stockton didn't make that list? That'd be
that'd be definitely blasphemous.
That'd definitely be a blasphemous conversation. But there were so many players that we already talked about the top 75. We already talked about the Carters, McGrady's. If Grant Hill was healthy, he would.
Dominique Wilkins does not deserve to be part of the 25th anniversary team. He does not. You gotta take him out.
Now you're being blasphemous.
You gotta take him out.
No, you're not.
Dominic does not deserve to be part of the 20. That's blasphemous. Come on, that's blasphemous.
You need to apologize, Dominic.
He's a great dunker. He's a great dunker. He's a great dunker. He does not deserve to be part of the 25 anniversary team list. That's a fact.
That's not a fact. You need to stop it, man. Nah,
That,
man, that ain't
he
right.
deserve, can I ask you a question? Does he deserve to he deserve to be over Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili?
No, but he needs to be on that list.
But he made it, right? I'm playing. Please.
He
What
needs to
about
be.
Alex
Why you gonna put
English? What about
Dominique?
Alex English? What about Alex English? You forgot about him, don't you?
What
What
about
about
him?
him? Did he make the
What
team?
about him? He deserved to be in it.
What about, he
I don't
deserved to
know.
be.
I don't know.
Does he
I don't
deserve to
know.
be over
I don't think so.
Dominic Wilkins? Oh
No,
wow.
I know. Dominique deserved to get in. The man, look,
Oh
Dominique
no, he
was not
didn't.
on the
No, he
20. Was
didn't.
not on. Dominique was
Dominic didn't do
Dominique was
anything.
already screwed. So okay, so Shaq was only in his fourth year and was already on the top 50, but Dominique wasn't. Come on, bro. Something about that
Yes,
wasn't
that's a
right.
fact.
So they had to.
Shaq
How's
is
that a
more Dominic than
fact?
Dominic Wilkins. Shaq was more dominant
How
than
is that?
Dominic Wilkins. Nobody's seen an
When you're
athlete since
seven,
Shaq, since Wilt Chamberlain. He deserves to be on that list. He deserves to be top 50.
bro.
Dominic
But
Wilkins in a position as a
Shaq
small
was,
forward does not deserve to be part of the top 50 and part of the top 25. He does not.
bro,
He can
bro,
make the next list
bro.
another
Shaq
25
was
years. He
only
could.
Shaq was on exactly, which is what they did. But Shaq was only 2 and 3 years in. I'm not saying. Remember,
This
Shaq
is
was already getting
96.
bounced out by Jordan and other teams. Remember, right? 96.
This
Shaq
is
was already getting
96
bounced
now.
out by either Hakeem. Okay, did they go to the finals?
But he
No.
made it
Who
to the
he getting
finals,
bounced out
though.
by? Hakeem.
He made it to the finals,
He
though.
did go to the finals. And what happened? And what happened? They lost.
And what was his team
They
records
lost.
the last 2 years? What was his team records? They went over
Right.
60 games.
His team records.
Shaq was a dominant
Right.
force in that league right now. Nobody's seen nobody like Shaq since Wilt Chamberlain. That's going back towards the 70s. So Shaq deserves to be part of the 50 greatest players of all time. Nobody's seen a player like Shaq.
And it was only in.
We seen a lot of Dominic
nobody.
Wilkins. We seen a lot of Dominic Wilkins throughout the years. We seen a lot of them. There's only one Shaq. Let's be respectful here.
And then, all right. I'm no. I'm not disagreeing with Shaq, but the man was only.
Oh, he's the passes doing teams. I know that. He beat your Knicks teams. I know that.
Yeah. See. Okay, he did. That's fine. I can respect
He beat
that.
your shooting teams who also part of the 50 team greatest players all time. Well, I disagree with because he does nothing for New York. Does nothing for New York. Anyway.
Why you hate my team, bro? Why you hate my team, man? There you go.
50 points all the time.
You can't help yourself. You can't help
I'm
yourself. See, something wrong with you.
I'm saying facts.
Something wrong with you.
I'm saying
No,
facts.
you're not saying that. See, no,
That's
you
a
being a hater. Ain't nobody said nothing about. Ain't
Oh,
nobody
you
said
didn't
nothing
beat y'all
about
85?
1990s Patrick Ewing. Huh?
What about 1990?
Okay. He look. Nobody said nothing about my guys in 1994. But Patrick Ewing was the man on that team. Look, there ain't no way you getting picked number one, regardless of frozen ball, paintball balls, or not, and change our franchise the way Patrick Ewing has. Okay, he didn't lead us to a championship. It's all right, but he's still one of the great.
Made it relevant.
He changed our franchise because we was. Yes, he made us.
He made y'all relevant.
I want to say that so much. Yeah, exactly. But it wasn't just him.
And what happened to that?
Starks.
Nothing.
Nothing is. His name were Reggie Miller and Michael Jordan.
That is into the playoffs and got bumped in the first and second round or East Cup Finals. That's it. Y'all glorify these damn Patrick Ewing teams. Y'all glorify the Patrick Ewing teams like y'all did something. Y'all didn't do anything. Damn playoffs.
Who do we run into?
From 90 to 93, it was the Bulls.
To 99. Right.
No. From 90 to 1993, it was the Bulls.
It was Reggie and Michael. Was it?
I made it to the finals in 94. Yeah, made it from 90 to 93. It was all Jordan, right? From 93 to 94. Yeah, I made it to the NBA finals against Hakeem. Yeah, I got bumped in the finals because John Starks won for 90, right? That's what we did. So after that, yeah, 1995. Who? Yeah, out of 95, it was Reggie. It was Reggie Miller, and ever since then, y'all kept getting bumped.
Hold on.
In the playoffs.
Cut all this out right now. Why you always bring up John Starks, bro? You always bring up John Starks, bro. It's a soft egg. It's a hard topic for me to talk about. And you always do that.
He's the reason y'all lost in the finals,
bro.
He admits this himself. He's the reason why y'all lost to Game 7. I met this guy.
know
I
that,
met
but
him.
why you always gotta bring?
I asked him what that
I know you
happened.
did. See, I know the
I got a picture
story,
with him, man.
sir.
Exactly.
Why you got?
Same that I got a
He
picture
should
with him
have threw
at
the
the
picture.
holiday party.
He
What happened in Game 7?
no. He should have denied that picture from me. You should have denied that picture from me because of the blasphemous question that you asked.
What?
You know
It's
the
a
man's still
fact.
hurting.
It's a fact.
You know the
It's
man's
like
still hurting.
30 years
You
later.
know,
Like,
you know the man.
we gotta be ashamed of. You had a bad game, bro.
Why are you bringing it up
You
though? Because you know
cost
it's a hard
this
subject to talk
city
about.
and team that you love so much
No.
a championship, haven't won in 50 plus years. That's what you
You
did.
did it on purpose. You doing it on purpose. No, you did it on purpose. You doing it on purpose. You know it gets
I
under my
just
skin.
want
It gets
to
under
know.
my skin.
I just
You
want
get
to
it on
know
my skin. Because you bring
why?
it up.
Because you won for
can't help
70 in
yourself.
the game
You can't help
7.
yourself.
Because he won for 70 in the game 7. Don't be mad at me, man. Mad at him. You should be channeling your anger towards him, not me.
Nah, look, we forgive
Plus, you
him.
got Fernando Black
He's still
who's a shooter than John Starks.
All right, we got it, man. You're running it through the ground. All right, explain it.
That didn't register with him.
So you want to cut
oh my
deep?
God!
All right, hold on. So you want to cut deep? Let's cut deep. Why is Giannis on NBA 75 all the time? Since you want to cut deep, why is Giannis on the 75 all the time? He just won a championship.
That is blasphemous.
That is blasphemous.
Why
is it blasphemous?
That's blasphemous.
Why is it blasphemous?
He should be taken off the list. It's like Dominic Wilkins should be taken off the list. That is blasphemous.
Giannis on the list, man.
My boy Kyrie should be on the list. The person that he hurt last year in the playoffs should be on the list. Okay, Vince Carter or Trish McGrady should be on the list. Okay, not no damn Patrick Ewing, Giannis, or Dominic Wilkins should not be on the list. That's what it is. Blasphemous.
The man is already changed positions. He's already played. He started off as a small forward. The man was skinny, got stronger. I'm talking about Giannis, the reigning multiple-time MVP, multiple-time defensive player in the year. Oh, apparently you do. Apparently you do because, and excuse me, isn't
you mentioned Giannis? I say Giannis the whole damn show. You did. You mentioned Giannis. You know that, right? I haven't said Giannis.
Well, you know why?
This whole damn show because you got salty about John Starks. That's what you did.
Yeah, that's what it says. I told you. You want to cut deep with my man John Starks said disrespect Patrick Ewing.
It's not cutting me deep.
I'm going to shake the Giannis. Yes, it is cutting you deep. You know why? Because your team supposedly should have won. Yeah, it does cut you deep because you know deep down inside your team supposedly should have won a championship, and someone allegedly, quote unquote,
allegedly that's a fact.
Allegedly.
That's a fact. It was dirty. It was dirty. And I spoke, and this week, Monday morning, I spoke to Malik Rose from Basketball Operation, and I was like, hey, Malik, did you watch the playoffs series between the Brooklyn Nets and the Milwaukee Bucks? He's like, yeah, I watched it. I like, did you see anything funny? He was like, Jeffrey, what you mean? Like, Jeff, what you mean? I like, did you see Giannis' foot go under Kyrie Irving's foot to injure him in that game that the Nets could have went up 3-1 against the Milwaukee Bucks? He was like, Jeff, oh my God, I never actually saw it like that. So is it actually a mistake by the basketball operation team? He ran away and all that. That's why he stepped down. That's why Byron Sparrow won the damn basketball operation team. And then you got Malik Rose, who's second in command. They actually admitted the Brooklyn Nets got screwed in that series, and damn it, Giannis, he should be always. He shouldn't be playing right now. He should be suspended at least 40 games. 40 games.
No. Tell them the conversation we had last night. Yeah, I've been laughing ever since I've seen this, man. So let me get this straight, man. So after I suggested this idea to Jeff, and he agreed with me. So this idea was once the Milwaukee Bucks receive their rings, Adam Silver or one of the NBA executives should walk up with walking papers, take the NBA championship ring back that he did deserve, or in your case, did deserve, and hand him with. He deserved it.
No, I'm not talking about at the ring ceremony.
Serve him.
He should have been there at the ceremony. He should have been there at all. He should have been there at all. He wasn't supposed to be playing that damn night.
No.
He should have been loud in the damn building.
I suggested A7 Walker Papers say that he is suspended on live television
You're
for
damn
suspended for
right.
40 games.
You're damn right. Presented to his agent and everybody.
Everybody else get a ring, but Giannis don't deserve that ring because
That night, he get it shipped out his house. He get it shipped out his house. He didn't deserve to be in that building that night. You know what he did. And them damn scrubs should have as brothers should have been out that night as well. Okay, he should have been suspended for at least 40 games. This man should not be playing right now. He should not be playing right now.
I'm sorry, man.
Anyway, let's go to the last day. I made me sick talking about that damn Giannis in the Kalupa, whatever his goddamn name is. Anyway,
hold up, and then you talk about having a petition. I'm sorry, man.
I have 40 signatures right now. 40. I have 40 signatures right now. But they said I didn't make it in the season start, so they can't take it seriously. But I guarantee you, this happened this year in the playoffs. If it happened this year in the playoffs, I'm starting the petition right away. Giannis should not be playing for the rest of the playoffs and for next season. He should not be playing at all. You got to be. I want malice of the palace suspicions. Malice of the palace suspicions. That's what I want. And fines too. And fines. You got to pay up.
Okay, hold on. How much should he be fined? How much should he be fined? Should he get the Brock?
At least $1 million. At least $1 million. At least $1 million. At least $1 million.
You gotta be ashamed of yourself.
At least $1 million. At least $1 million. And that Chuck change to him. How much money he making? That's Chuck change to him. $1 million ain't nothing. You can donate that to the Boys and Girls Club and son.
Oh,
please.
Go ahead, man.
Anyway, Scottie Pippen's in the news. Last subject. Scottie Pippen's in the news. He get on my damn nerves, mention that damn Giannis. Anyway, Scottie Pippen's in the news. Talking negative about MJ again, saying that he has a new book out, new memoir book coming in. He was only a prop for the Chicago Bulls. Mr. Wilson, do you agree with Scottie Pippen? Was he a prop for the Bulls? And why do you think he's talking so negative about MJ in a documentary, saying that MJ only made? MJ is the only one that made money off the documentary. MJ made $10 million off the documentary, and Scottie Pippen felt like that the rest of the team should have got money for that doc series. So what do you think about that?
First of all, something wrong with Scotty. You know, he got his own lookout for a couple years now. I think he's been sipping too much of his own product, as we like to say, getting high on your own supply, and then Scotty's kids getting drunk on your own supply. What's your problem, Scotty? Like, first of all, I think he feels like he's still underappreciated, which I don't know how when you're on the 50 greatest NBA teams of all time and the 75 greatest players of all time. You are a 6-time champion. You are a multiple-time first all-defensive team multiple times. You, at one point, when Jordan retired, led the NBA in scoring, were an MVP candidate, led your team to the finals. Oh, sorry, not the finals, the Eastern Conference Finals without Jordan. Was obviously unequivocally the best player on your team. But yet, for some reason, you feel like Michael Jordan still alienated you. Not only that, you feel like you're underappreciated. We have shown you the love that guys on ESPN, NBA TV, with the exception of everybody of Isaiah Thomas, has shown you nothing but love. Obviously, the hate between Isaiah and you and Scotty is I compare the relationship, the hatred between
that's like
Isaiah Thomas and
right
Scottie Pippen. It's like Ja Rule and 50 Cent. Like if you cash them in the same field at the same time,
they're like Sunnis and Shiites. That's what it is.
Exactly. This is like thoughts and prayers. Everybody get the hell out because it's gonna get ugly, or you're gonna need backup ASAP. Like you cannot put them two in the same building, in the same place at the exact same time. That's how much the hatred goes deep with these two. Notwithstanding, the man, I feel like Scotty's like, yo, bro, like, we appreciate you. You're one of the greatest defensive and offensive two-way players of all time. I really feel like he has a problem being called a Robin. But when you were the man, you did not lead your team to victory. And then when Jordan came back, I feel like you were truly and absolutely, utterly jealous. When Jordan decided to retire the first time to go play baseball, you were the man. You averaged a career high in points, rebounds, steals, and blocks, and named first team all defensive multiple years. And not to mention, he was also one MVP candidate and won an All-Star MVP that year. So there, at that point in time, when Mike was striking out playing baseball because he wanted to live his father's dream, you was the man. It wasn't anybody else. Everybody was following Scotty's lead, and that was it. Let's not remember a flashback a couple years ago when Jordan needed help. When they came up with the Jordan rules were not specifically just for Jordan. Those rules were also for Scotty. And without Jordan, without you, there would be no Jordan. Obviously, because as better as the man got, obviously he needed help. And he has admitted on multiple occasions, on television, on YouTube, on a lot of shows, and including NBA Inside stuff, he has sat here and Jordan has admitted that without Scotty, there would be no you.
Right.
He needed your help, and you got the job done to win 6 fucking championships. What more could you possibly want? But the fucked up part about it is, bro, when Michael Jordan's pops passed away and died and was found dead due to that whole situation, and you can read in his excerpts and then about his book that is coming out, bro, you had never publicly or even told him, not only face to face or any type of message, sending him condolences to losing his father. Like when the man won the championship, I believe is like was the year that he played the Supersonics. I believe it was '96, correct? That was '96, right?
'96, yeah, '96.
When he beat Gary Payne in the trumpet, '96. That was the same year that he lost his father. And that was his first year playing without his father, and they won the championship on Father's Day. I understand you had your personal things.
It wasn't the same year as his father. He lost his father in. He lost his father in '94.
His father a year after. 91. I'm sorry. It was a couple of years, but it was
still
two
years,
very heavy moment because it was 2 years. It was 2 years. So it was still a heavy moment because he won the championship on Father's Day.
Yeah.
I mean, anybody who will lose their father, it's going to take a toll because obviously, look, I did what my father wanted me to do, and I transitioned to the sport that he loved the most, and then came back and still what he did best and won the championship, not just for himself, but obviously for his father too. So. But the whole fucked up part about it is like, yo, you never even not once told him condolences and never realized that you never sent the man his condolences until recently in the book. It's a dub with that now. They're like, Mike don't see you as that type of person. Now, like, obviously the relationship between Michael and Scotty has always been, Scotty's jealousy. Like, when you look outside the United Center, you got Michael Jordan, his Annis, his throne, you see Michael Jordan outside the United Center. When you think of Chicago, you think of Michael Jordan. Who's the next person they think of? Some say Artis Gilmore. I disagree with that. People think of Scottie Pippen as a number 2. Even when you weren't there, you were still the man, bro. And you couldn't get it done. So I believe at the end of the day, bro, it's all out of jealousy. And I don't know what's wrong with Scotty, but I hope he get better, bro. There's not really more to say about it.
Well, said Scotty been drinking of his own, too much of his whiskey that he has selling out. And I think there's some jealousy going on between him and Mike. Yeah, drinking his own.
There's always been jealousy, bro.
There's always been jealousy, and I think that Scotty doesn't like the idea that everybody's comparing him to Robin, Dick Grayson. And in reality, that's what you are, Scotty. Scotty, you're Dick Grayson in the DC Comics. You are Robin, and right now you try to be Darkwing. But you can't be Darkwing because you never had a chance to be Darkwing, but you've been a Robin. So you can't graduate Darkwing. Scottie Pippen is one of the greatest players of all time. He was voted 50th greatest of all time as a small forward. You're one of the greatest defensive players of all time. You shut down one of the greatest point guards of all time in 91. That's Magic Johnson. You cover him from 90 feet, from sideline to sideline. I don't want to hear that shit that you just a prop. No, you actually had chemistry with the GOAT, the greatest of all time, Michael Jordan, and you actually fit together. Because if you didn't fit together, then you actually would be off the team and somebody else would be his Robin. Scottie Pippen was the perfect teammate for Michael Jordan. And Jordan and Pippen was one of the greatest dynamic duos of all time. Every time Michael Jordan come on the mic or in an interview or actually in public and you actually mention that he is the greatest of all time, he tell you right in front of you, I wouldn't be one of the greatest of all time if it wasn't for Scottie Pippen. See, he acknowledged you every time somebody brings him up. Okay, that should tell you something about Mike's personality. I never heard one negative thing that Michael Jordan said about Scottie Pippen. I can't name one thing, not even in documentary. Because when you talk about Scottie Pippen, I think Mike said that last year Scottie was selfish, but that wasn't Mike's fault. It was Scottie's fault because you took on the contract.
Yeah,
it's facts.
Right.
Like you signed the contract.
Want you to sign. Right.
Yeah, you signed a contract. The owner who's paying you, they wanted to sign because you'd be worth more later. You signed a contract, and I understand you got family. Your father has a disability and everything, so you want to make sure your family is good, but you still signed a contract, Scotty. That's not Mike, folks. So you can't be actually blaming Mike and him getting 30+ million years, 97, 98, and you still getting paid $1.7 million. Okay, so you have to get over what you feel about Michael Jordan. Plus, in your career, when you left the Bulls, you signed a large contract with the Portland Trailblazers. And now on top of that, you signed with the Houston Rockets where you made more money. So you made more money in your career than Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan only made a total of $90 million in his career. You made over $100 million, Scotty. Plus, you had a Nike shoe deal on top of that. So I don't know where this bitterness is coming from when it comes to Michael Jordan.
Right.
Facts. But comparing the two, Mike made less than Scottie Pippen when it comes to NBA contracts.
Because Mike made more.
Scottie Pippen made over $100 million. Exactly. Scottie Pippen made over $100 million just NBA contract alone. That's not counting the Nike deal you had with them Airs. Right. Remember those? So those are classics.
Right. I remember.
So I don't know what Scottie Pippen is. I don't know what his business come from when it comes to Michael Jordan. But Michael Jordan has never, even if it's Michael Jordan the Hall of Fame speech, he said I would not be up here if it wasn't for Scottie Pippen, and he started crying. The man started crying. That's where we get the whole crying meme from. When he actually mentioned Scottie Pippen in his speech. I will not be here if it wasn't for Scottie Pippen. Every time I look at these highlights, I see Scottie right next to me. That was my man. So Scottie Pippen, you mentioned, had a chance to become the man at 94, but you actually see footage of Scottie Pippen in 1985 wearing the Jordans and going like this.
I know where you're going.
Because you know you couldn't do yourself, Scotty. You knew you couldn't do by yourself. You need the Mike come back. All the talk about Mike coming back. All the talks Mike coming back. Yeah, we knew. I need you, Mike.
Let's not
point out the stickers.
Let's
easy.
Right. let's not forget. Let's not forget. Was it game 3 or game 4? I think it was 94, 95, like a series against I believe it was against the Knicks when Mike was not playing. He was retired at the time, and Phil Jackson set up a play for Tony Kukoc. But Scotty wanted that shot, but he took himself out the play because he felt like I'm the guy, I'm the man on the team, set the player for me.
I should take the shot.
Scotty was supposed to inbound the ball. Right. Scotty wanted to take the shot, but Phil Jackson set up the play so he can inbound the ball. What does Tony Kukoc do? Hit the game-winning shot. Now, Tony don't hit the shot. That's a different conversation. That's different.
Right.
Because it was Scotty's year, Scotty's time. But it was with Phil Jackson. When Phil Jackson saw something different. What happened? They run the play, and Scotty doesn't even want to be on the play. Instead of Scotty celebrating
sat on the bench
after Tony Kukoc hits the game-winning shots, sits on the bench, and when everybody congratulates each other on a hard-well game with Tony Kukoc hitting the shot, you walk your ass in on the bench, and then you walk out to the locker room by yourself. Oh, let's not forget the whole migraine game. Let's not forget about the migraine game, because the migraine game was, I believe, was the starter who was playing the seats. He said he had a migraine game, but I don't really believe that. I don't believe that at all. I think he just sat it out for I don't know what, I forgot what the reason was, but I didn't buy that at all. That migraine game, to me, I don't know. Because remember, not only that, also a couple years down the road,
he had a serious migraine.
Obviously told in the documentary. Right, he had a serious migraine. I don't know if I believe it now.
They could have beat the Bulls if they could have beat the Pistons if Pippen wasn't out of commission.
Right.
That year. But they did beat him to the next year.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Anyway, let's not also forget Scotty had surgery with his, I believe it was his foot, was his ankle. It was an ankle, right? He was an ankle surgery? Was it the last for the last dance we were talking about the documentary? He could have chose to have that months prior before the season started, before training camp. You chose not to. You waited halfway to the season to do that. And this is already preseason that already started. So Jordan didn't force you to do that. Jordan didn't force you to the contract. Jordan didn't force you to take yourself out of the migraine game. You did it on yourself because you felt like you was the man at the time. And at that point in time, you absolutely were the man. But then at the end of the day, you don't want to sat there and lie to the media saying, Mike, I need you to come back. I need you. I need you to come back. And then Mike came back 15 games before the season is over, before they lost to Orlando. And then they decided to get back together one more time for one more year, knowing that Reinsdorf and Krause is going to shut down the whole team. Even if you win a championship, I'm not re-signing you guys. But at the same entire time, Mike made more off the court than he did on the court, even when Jerry Reinsdorf told you, don't sign that contract. Don't sign that first contract. But we understand your personal feelings because you had this family disability. Just like a lot of people in families do. You got to pay to take care of your family. But at the same time, that contract was BS, and that contract you did not need. And what happened? You became one of those players, one of the best players in the world with the worst contracts of all time. No, Michael didn't force you to do that. You chose that. At a point in time, people made more money off the court than they did on the court. Why? Because of endorsements. You had a big Nike deal, but you made more on the court than Michael did on the court. But you were the one that was the Robin to the Batman. But you wanted to be Nightwing and go off on your own. That's not Jordan's fault. You chose that out of jealousy because you wanted to be the man. Now you want to put the shit in books and act like you want to be the good guy, but everybody knows that's not the truth. Now, we're not saying Michael Jordan is perfect because he did a lot of asshole things to a lot of players. You saw what he did with Steve Kerr.
Right.
But can we sit around and say that Michael Jordan is not the greatest of all time and you are the greatest second player, two-way player? Some people say you're the greatest two-way player of all time. There's no, I wait for somebody to disagree with me that, but
it's just to say that he was a prop. There, that's blasphemous.
It's right, and you use it as a prop and make it seem like, unless there's stories in this book that's going to come out that we don't know about, I'm willing to read this book because I want to know something. There's some things that I'm pretty sure that needs to be talked about.
Well, to me, it doesn't matter what the fuck comes out. I think he just put shit out there to sell a book. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what he put out there because at the end of the day, Michael Jordan is Bruce Wayne, and Scottie Pippen is Dick Grayson. You're Robin, boy.
That's
You will
not
never
fair.
be a Bruce Wayne. Never. You'll never be Michael Jordan.
Right.
And y'all being Bruce
Yeah, not
Wayne
only
and
that,
Dick
bro.
Grayson, y'all one of the greatest duos of all time. Arguably the greatest.
Right. And if it wasn't for you being Robin and Michael Jordan being Batman, it may not be a Dwayne Wade. There may not be a Shaq and Kobe. If it wasn't for you two, it might not be a LeBron and Dwayne Wade or LeBron and Chris Bosh. There might not be that 1-2 combo. There might not be a PG and Kawhi Leonard. There might not be a
That's
lot
a
of
fact.
two-star teams that you see in the NBA. So you set the standard, and we all know that you were doing all this because you feel like you were jealous because it's showing the fact that Michael Jordan put out this Last Dance documentary to show that that LeBron ain't the GOAT, but it's Michael Jordan. To people that live
Just for
in
yeah.
reality, that's all it's about. This is really what it's about.
Yeah,
But you
yeah, and
are
just for you to
right
be
in the
mad
middle of
that
it.
for you to be mad that you Mike got $10 million, right? Let's say Mike got $10 million, and the rest of the team that didn't get nothing, right? The documentary wasn't on just the Chicago Bulls. It was just a strict documentary on
Right.
Michael Jordan. His last
But
year
that wasn't the case at all, though.
and the years previous,
But that
and the
wasn't
years
the case at all.
previously that with
Right.
Chicago Bulls, yeah. So Michael Jordan deserved that $10 million.
Everybody
I
had
don't
a.
even. You
He,
signed
I mean, it's Michael
you
Jordan. I'm
signed
not
to
saying
be a part of
right.
it.
He signed the contract. Right. Because remember, did the creator of the show who also did the Fab Five, he signed. These videos were shown during that time, during the last day, during the
Last year
90s.
in '98.
They were all
Yeah.
shown right. They were all shown. No, I'm talking about the videos and the camera crew. They were all
It was
shown
all
during that time.
recorded.
Scottie Pippen know
Just
about
follow
it.
Mike around in
Yeah, they were
'98.
all recorded at that time. That was all. They were all around that time. You signed off on it. Everybody signed off on it. Everybody had an excerpt on different episodes. You saw one episode about Phil Jackson. You saw
They
one
signed
episode
off
about Jerry
twice.
Krause. You read about Shea Stadium.
You signed off
Right,
you signed off twice in '98
twice.
to be a
Right,
part of the documentary, and then you signed off again
right.
when they were going to put the documentary out.
3 years ago.
So why you didn't ask for more
Right,
money?
3 years ago.
But I believe everybody got money for that, but they didn't get $10 million like Mike did because it's all about Michael Jordan.
Everybody got a check.
Everybody got a
Right.
check,
Everybody got a
man.
check.
I want to hear that shit.
But it wasn't exactly. But it's not the complete fact. What I'm saying is like every episode was about a different person. Obviously, most of it was about Mike. Obviously, but Scotty had to talk about his family and his personal stuff. You had to talk about Jerry Krause and the inside of why they didn't want to keep the shit going. Because if Jerry Krause got rest his soul, if he kept it going, Mike could have had 7, 8, maybe 8 championships. They would have let it before Shaq and Kobe got in
they
there.
would have won '99.
We could have eventually, if
They could have won a
they would've
99.
stayed in
They
99.
would have put everybody back.
They could have won a 99.
They could have
Bro,
beat the Spurs.
we're thinking to the possibility. They could have been.
But the Knicks actually
we're
took
talking
the
about
position.
possibility. We could have. I don't think nothing would have changed. I think the possibility nothing would have changed.
Wait. So you're saying this is the same Chicago Bulls team would have beat the Spurs in '99?
Oh, I'm not talking about the Spurs. I mean, obviously, had to beat my Knicks in the '90s. As long as Jordan was there, we didn't have a chance. That's what I'm saying.
Joy would have definitely. Whoa. So you saying that the New York Knicks in '99 would have beat the Chicago Bulls in the East Conference Finals to go to the finals to face the Spurs?
You going to tell me? Are you going to tell me that you going to put? Who going to put? I'm sitting. I'm being.
Get out! You don't believe that. You don't believe that. Stop it. The same Chicago Bulls team that won the year before. This special New York Knicks team without Patrick Ewing. At that, you got Marcus Camby, Larry Johnson doing his little elbow thing, and all that. You know, you got Spreewell, you got Allen Houston. You saying that the same team that would have beat the defending champions Chicago Bulls in a short season as that would have made it to the East Conference Finals and beat the Chicago Bulls
who was you
in a short season
on Michael Jordan? You gonna get a short season? Who you gonna put on Michael Jordan? Latrell Sprewell?
You told me you the Knicks fan.
Larry Johnson? I'm telling you, Latrell Sprewell
Oh,
wasn't a
Mr.
good
Bad Back.
defender. You pull the trail on.
My
Yeah,
neck,
Mr.
my
Bad
back.
Back. Exactly.
Johnson.
Exactly. Exactly. Who you gonna
Oh,
put? Who you gonna put on
please.
Scotty?
Oh,
Come
please.
on, man. Stop it. Stop it.
Oh,
Anyway,
please.
all I'm
Who's
saying,
going to
man.
guard Scotty?
Right. All I'm saying,
Latrell
man.
Sprewell? Who?
That's what I'm saying. That's what
Allen
I'm saying.
Houston?
I don't know exactly where his broke down self. Well, come on, man. I'm telling the truth here. I'm being honest. I'm not saying
Wait. Well,
it wasn't
no,
my
I'm
night.
trying to get to the point. Are you saying the 1999 New York Knicks that made it to the NBA Finals would have beat the Chicago Bulls with the same team they had last year?
No,
The last year with the
I'm
championship?
no. I'm not. I'm
Oh, I thought
saying
you
the
were saying
complete
that they
opposite. Said the
could.
Bulls would have. No,
Oh,
I
okay.
said the
I
complete
sorry,
opposite.
my fault. My fault. I didn't think out of here.
I
I
said
thought
they
you were
would.
saying the opposite.
I
Get the
said
fuck out of here!
no.
My fault. My fault. I'm round of applause for that one. You came to your senses on that one. You came to your senses on that one, even though you were in that disgusting hat that just make me nauseous. I give you that. Okay, my fault
I'm
on that. I
sorry.
thought you were
That's a
saying
Yankee
that
hat. That's
Team
a
9
Yankee
to
hat.
beat the Chicago
That's a
Bulls.
Yankee hat. Oh, see,
Okay, all right,
see,
whatever.
see. I look. I
All
love
right.
my team, but I'm being honest, man. Stop it, man. See, there you go.
Yeah,
That's
I
all
give you
I'm
that. I
saying.
give you that.
I'm saying that
Uh,
everybody. I'm saying that
I,
every in terms of Jordan and Pippen, everybody had their own episode. They even talk about Steve Kerr, Ron Harper. What's that dude's name? Came off the bench that
even
Michael
bench
Jordan spoke
players. My
trash on
God.
nonstop too. Right. They even talk about or even they even had an episode on the Bad Boy Pistons, and then the Dream Team won. Like everybody had points. Everybody had their own episode for crying out loud. So you
Everybody got to
can't
check
sit
for that
around
shit.
and say that you ain't get the. Everybody got to check for it. I guarantee you. Even I guarantee you, Zeke might have got a little something out of it. As much as Mike and Zeke or whoever, I guarantee you
Everybody's
Zeke got
part
a
of
little
the
something out of
documentary
it.
got to
Yeah,
check. Listen, to get
right.
somebody,
Everybody
get
got
like
checked.
major celebrities a part of something, you got to
Mm-hmm.
pay them. So
Right.
I know everybody documentary got to check. In
Right.
'98
Everybody got to check for that, bro.
and last year, 2020.
Oh yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah. You're
All
right.
right, man. Let's get out of here, man. We're getting a little late. We appreciate everybody watching. If you're watching the replay on YouTube or if Facebook Watch, we appreciate you for watching the replay. If you listen on all streaming platforms, whether Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Pandora, all that good stuff, we appreciate you for watching Saucy Discourse, man. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, that follow button, that notification button to make sure that you get notified when we drop new episodes. Don't forget to hit up to Teespring to make sure you get all official Saucy Discourse merch. And also calling all content creators, whether your podcast, where you have your own webisodes on YouTube, whether you have your own TV show, you're a movie director, we don't care. We're looking for all talented content creators for Saucy Nation TV, which is dropping next year. So go to Saucy Nation TV at gmail.com. Hit us up and we give you all the information that needs to be provided for you to let you know what we doing going forward. Hit me up at Smash General 2, it's my personal account, or hit us up on Saucy.discourse on Instagram and Saucy Discourse on Facebook. Okay, if you want to hit us up. Marcus, give them where they can find you and everything.
All right. Y'all can find me on Teddy Lavish underscore 30 underscore Lavish 33 and Instagram. You can find me at Marcus Wilson on Facebook if you have any questions, comments, concerns, complaints, or anything of that nature. You can hit us up, or you have any questions about our future show or anything that you think we should talk about other than sports and music. We gonna be here because we here, baby. Everything gonna be alright. Thank God for another episode, and take it to my man Jeff. Get your tea spring, everything, ladies and gentlemen. Get your tea
Yes,
spring,
sir.
everything. It's getting cold outside. Get your hoodies,
Yes, sir.
get your jackets, get it for the dogs too. Damn it, that's what we at. Get
Yeah,
everything.
we
It's
got
getting cold
we got
outside.
pet hoodies for dogs, pet hoodies for all animals, cats,
Yeah, for the
dogs, whatever.
dog.
Yep. So,
Yeah, get it for the babies. Get for
yeah,
the.
man, we
We
appreciate
got
y'all
we
for
got a tea
watching.
spring for the babies too.
Exactly. Yes, sir. So we appreciate everybody for watching. The same person that brought us in, Aaron Blackshear, shout out to him. Go Go check out his music on all streaming platforms. Him taking us out, Future and Mally is called "Have a Good Time," like we did today, and we appreciate the love, everybody. Peace and love. Here we out.
Yeah.
What again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more goddamn time.
Peace.